whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight. Oh, the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rackets regular the buffets singing out, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
And good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to race number 8 here for the Blazing Pedals and their Xfinity series. And here we are, one of my favorite tracks. It's Iowa Speedway. Rick, you know I love this track, man. 9/10 of a mile, short track action here tonight.
Yeah, I definitely do. This is definitely one of your favorite. I mean, I thought Bristol was, but I know you love Iowa, man.
I absolutely love Iowa. Gotta go ahead and thank really early on here Five Kings Motorsports for going ahead and sponsoring tonight's race. They were founded by Tanner Marr, Joshua Sexton, Tyler Johnson, Scotty Stevens, and Brandon Metler. And again, gotta thank those guys for sponsoring tonight's race, along with TRJ and, well, MF Racing Designs and Pay to Win, and let's not forget Butt Kicker.
That's right, where you use code BLAZING to save 20%.
Unbelievable. I can't wait. We've got about 25, make it 26 names. We've got one coming in late here, getting ready for this short track action, Rick, and it really is, man. I have had the most consistent runs on Iowa in my iRacing career. I absolutely love this track. There's something about it that just, I don't know, man. It's good.
I mean, the thing that I don't like about it is that it's a short track, Chris. But the thing that I do love about it is that it doesn't race like a short track. I mean, Bristol's my number one favorite, quote unquote, short track around, but Iowa comes in a very close second. And the banking on here is just perfect. It doesn't matter if you're running SK modifieds. Actually, I know that you came in second here, almost had the win. I don't remember if it was the modifieds or not, but I remember that night because we were racing and you were pretty excited. But yeah, I mean, it is a great track, man. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah, I've done well here in the SKs. I've done well here in the C truck. I've done well here in the B car. I've done well here in the A car. Just really something about it. Let's take a look at what we are bringing to you tonight, though. Stage 1 race is going to be at the end of a lap. Number 40, stage 2 at the end of lap 90. It's 260 laps total, 9/10 of a mile track. And air temperature, nice cool 78 degrees. Track temperature 94. We're ready. I'm ready. These guys are ready. This girl is ready. Everybody's ready.
I think there's a few people that, people are going to notice that are missing out there tonight. I mean, one of them is, a driver who I may or may not have painted his car, the 86 Terry Foster, but spending some time with his wife before a crazy work schedule. So we're going to miss you, Terry, but that's okay. Yeah, at least you're not coming in last tonight. Well, maybe technically you are.
Yeah, that's 2 races already this season at Terry's.
I know.
And he says, "Oh, I got to do better in points," but the only way to do that is to be in the race. You know what he should have done, Rick, is he probably should have thrown you the keys.
Well, he doesn't have to throw me the keys because he doesn't know this, but I actually have a spare set here that I hang on my wall. And I actually told him that when I messaged him, make sure that the old boy was okay. I mean, we care about these guys, Chris, their family. And when I saw that Terry Foster wasn't there, I reached out to him, and he's taking the wife out to dinner again. So he must have found a couple of cents on the ground there, doing some grocery shopping and taking her out to McDonald's again at home in Ohio, even though they were just on vacation, a week ago, 2 weeks. Yeah, last weekend, I think it was, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. All right, let's take a look at our live drivers tonight. We've got not Moonshine, Blake Decker. I don't know where that came from. It's definitely Moonshine. We've got the Soul Stealer, the robot, Mr. Brian Dees. We've got Casey Campbell getting ready to go here tonight. Let's see. We got, look at that. We got TBB, Taylor, the Butcher Benjamin. That's it. The other guy, that was me. No big deal. I clicked on him.
That is you. That happens. We're not going to call it TBB. He's a new nickname, man. It's not new. It's Stats, man. I mean, last Monday on the TNA Motorsports, Chris, they do their shop talk. As you and I know, we're there every Monday since they started this thing. And actually, aren't you on this week, I think, as a special guest?
Yes, I am.
You are. So you got to stay up late and do that anyway. But Taylor the Butcher Benjamin was there. And there's the reason why they call him Stats, man. They did a little bit of little trivia, and I don't know, man. I mean, I don't know if we're going to call him Rain Man or we're just going to call him Stats, but he did a hell of a job.
Yeah, it was pretty impressive. Without question, it was very impressive to see the information just kind of pouring out of him. Very cool. Hey, just a little over 5 minutes to go before we get this thing under qualifying. And Rick, I've spent the weekend working on a race car myself. My hands are kind of beat up for it. I say let's step away for just a minute. Let's get some butt kicker action in here.
All right.
With the Butt Kicker Gamer 2, what you see and what you hear is what you feel. Butt Kicker. The future is feeling.
All right, well, we're back, and we just found out something kind of interesting. Looks like this particular session is not exactly right as far as the admins are concerned, so they are going to start up a different one. we're going to have to step away for a few minutes here. We're going to bring you some commercials while we wait. We will be right back.
Jason Hamilton. I'm Director of Racing Operations and Event Management for NASCAR. I'm also the Series Director for the eNASCAR Peak Antifreeze Series on iRacing and the eNASCAR Ignite Series on iRacing. We're here at Myrtle Beach Speedway for a test session for Zach and Max, the two champions from the eNASCAR Peak Series and the eNASCAR Ignite Series. They're testing late models in partnership with Rev Racing. Opportunity for them to come out and showcase the skills that they built on iRacing in the full-size stock car for the first time.
Got in the car, got the wheel adjusted. Zach's in the car now. Get that set up for him, and we ready to roll here in a little bit.
The tips we got were basically just to try and keep it on the bottom as best as possible, and that's going to be the easiest way to keep the car in one piece and just not make any mistakes.
You're off the throttle for a long time. You're off the throttle longer than you actually think you need to be, but the corners are so long. If you try to pick the throttle up too fast, it's just going to either jerk the car loose or make it tight and it jerks. Any other questions?
Nope.
We'll try it, and if you have any trouble, need to talk about something, it's fine to stop. Always come off the racetrack like we did, a while ago.
Yep.
Okay.
was crazy. I wanted to open it up a little bit more, but it was all about just keeping the car in one piece, being safe.
I have no complaints on that. So just now that you're out, you can relax and think about what you did, and then we'll apply to the next round. Okay. Yeah, you did very well. Yeah.
Thank you.
Make me nervous, but you didn't. You didn't make me nervous this time. Yeah, so that was good.
You do the height now? Alright.
What about your gears? You know where they're at? First, second, third, fourth? Okay.
What we're telling you now is what we told him all along.
And you're doing fine.
Yeah.
You're doing perfect. We're just trying to help those little places to gain more. My name is Mark Green. I work for Rev Racing. I am the driver development coach for the team. They both got up to speed fairly good. The biggest thing, especially here at Myrtle Beach Speedway, it's the line that you run. This place it's old pavement, it's wore out, it doesn't have a lot of grip. So there's a different way of racing this racetrack, line-wise and driving-wise. So we had to work on those aspects of it with them. But they took to it very well, and they learned most of it. They still don't have it obviously down pat. After 6 hours, nobody would. Both young men did it very, very well. We were very happy with our test today. No mishaps, and I think everybody had fun, and we had a good day.
So both Max and Zach did a great job. It was very impressive to see how quickly they got up to speed today. They took the coaching very well. We implemented a similar format to what we do with the Driver Diversity Combine, where we bring a large group of drivers in and evaluate them. We gave them a couple sessions in the morning to get up to speed. Both of them took those sessions, learned from the coaching that we had today with Rev Racing's Mark Green, and both of them built. And as we went on throughout the day, every time they went out, they got faster and faster, and we're actually turning some pretty competitive laps by the end of the day. I think it just reaffirms our belief that iRacing in the future can continue to be a grassroots form of racing where we're reaching a new audience, reaching a broader audience of talented drivers that may not have access to a traditional racetrack to begin their racing careers, but they can start them on iRacing and then from there propel themselves to next levels and higher levels of racing. And just like drivers similar to William Byron, we'll continue to see drivers like that get their start on iRacing, make their way up the NASCAR ranks, and hopefully one day be racing in the Cup Series.
Well, just like that, we're back, and well, looks like we've picked up a couple of other drivers since we're starting a little bit late tonight, which is okay, Rick.
Yeah, it is. I mean, unfortunately, if you guys want to mess up a few more times, Ian said that he'll be able to make it, but right now Ian and Tim are on their way home from the Bristol Dirt races for the World of Outlaws, so it's all good. I don't think you're gonna make it, Ian, but yeah, 27 drivers now scheduled to start on track here tonight, Chris.
Yeah, I'm ready. Let's get this thing going. We need to get Mark and say, hey, these guys, they've had enough practice. It's time. Let's do it. Corey Sherman somehow back up on top in the speed charts. Taylor the Butcher Benjamin, Blake Decker, your top three here in the correct. I don't even know. I guess what happened, guys, is they only had one car set up for the racetrack. So
I think that was for you, all the Fords. I mean, at least we know that a Ford's definitely going to win.
Yeah. It's amazing how many people have them, but now we got a lot of Chevys out there. And I don't understand it because Corey Sherman was in, Rick, and we know Corey, he's doing the Toyota thing. Huh.
Yeah.
I don't know. So,
but I can tell you, Jake Elrod, one of the drivers there, Chris, of the 11 machine, actually asked Mark how long to advance, or until we advance the session, and Mark said not long. So we're going to be getting ready to do qualifying here anytime. But I was actually kind of shocked there. Corey Sherman, very fast out there.
Yeah, he's on a mission, and so is this man right here. He might have been taking a nap last week when we were racing, but Aaron Bockover is back out on track for that TNA Motorsports camp. Christian Pittman back for week number 2. This will be his second race of the season with the Blazing Pedals.
Sasquatch Chronicles. If you guys have me, I listen to them on Spotify, but I know they're out on a couple other podcast platforms, but definitely check them out.
Jordan McAvoy driving his 66 around there tonight. Here's a name we haven't called for a little while. Cody Moore back out on track in his number 24.
Well, I mean, I can tell you the 24 had a pretty good run today at Talladega, so we'll see what it can do here tonight. I know you are. I listen to it. I love it.
Seeing a little bit of spinning going on, Rick. These guys trying to find that setup still.
Ooh, and it looks like the Shermanator has a little bit of competition out there for the hot laps, Chris.
Yeah, I was just about to. I clicked on it as you started speaking. Yeah, John Perkins, and look out for him. 2 poles in a row. John Perkins. He's really been turning up his game this season.
I like you too, Michael. I mean, listen, I'm from Vermont, not too different from where you're from, so we don't have a lot of things to do up here. I mean, there's only 600 something thousand people in the whole state, so we have a lot of time to search out weird things, man. And like Sasquatch, Bigfoot, whatever you want to call them. Big on my list, Ghost. Mark said that the Chevys had the wrong qualifying setup.
Okay. Makes sense.
That's why the server was broken. There are probably two more fast than the Ford ones, you know what I'm saying?
I don't know. I mean, pretty equal right now.
Now, one thing I've noticed, Chris, the guy who's sitting in 4th position right now, he's not drinking moonshine. There is water in that mason jar on the live cam. But the 92, Blake Decker, old camo side, I only see half his car out there today.
Yeah, it's kind of weird. I thought we went back to Woodside for a reason, but no.
He probably forgot to change it. It's a good looking car no matter what.
Yeah, good side shot of Corey, but he was mowing the lawn to get there. TBB, Taylor the Butcher Benjamin, third quickest right now. Good sport last week on Monday night, Rick. TBB took it all. I think I only saw him blush a couple times.
Just a couple.
Let's see what Aaron Bockover can do tonight. He seems to have some speed. Let's see if it'll transition over to the race. And that's really where Aaron has been struggling this season. He's had some decent speed, but races have just not fallen his way.
Yeah, you're right. And there's a big thing. I mean, he's going to beat out Terry Foster this week. He's going to go up in points. I can already tell.
That's true.
He's going to blow the doors off that 86, I can tell you.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, make sure you check it out tomorrow night on the TNA Motorsports Facebook page. Somehow they suckered me in. I'll be there.
Listen, it's your turn. I was there first, man. I mean, we should have done it together.
That's what I'm thinking. I think we should just take it over. Both of us show up and take it over.
I can't do what you and Amanda are going to do tomorrow night. I just said no. There has been a challenge and it has been accepted, and I want no part of this.
Well, as you said, Rick, there's not a lot to do up here in Vermont, but I have found one thing and I am very good at it.
That you are. I've seen firsthand, brother. Firsthand.
Oh man, John Perkins is finding some more speed, and just like that, Matt Gruenberg comes in and goes, "Hey guys, remember me? I have I've won a couple here, maybe. Although last week a heartbreaker. It came down to fuel, and when it comes down to fuel, there is nobody better than Dalton Kilroe."
You mean Captain Save Fuel?
I do mean Captain Save Fuel.
Right now in practice, he's actually saving fuel, folks. I guarantee it.
It's amazing. He actually started saving fuel because he came into the session late. He didn't even run half the laps these guys have run already. The guy is amazing. Michael Falk out there in chat. How you doing, brother? Good to see you. Ian Haybeck heading home. I want to thank everybody for tuning in. We're getting a little bit of a late start here. Had to switch servers. But I expect... Oh, they're going to do a pit party, it looks like. And look who's up front. It's going to be Corey Sherman. Just a few rows behind his teammate and wife, Amanda. So she's starting right in the middle of the pack, which is a great thing. But she goes down low, and that's not exactly where you want to run this place, Amanda. I know you like that low line, but not here.
Tonight you definitely want to try it, and you'll learn. You'll see. I mean, there are certain tracks, and I agree with her, Chris. I mean, I do like that low line a lot better on a majority of tracks, but on a track like Iowa, and now, of course, we haven't raced it since the new stuff has come out here for iRacing, so it might have changed a little bit, but I guarantee that high line's still going to be the preferred line here tonight.
No, it's never really the high line. It's that middle.
The middle.
The middle. You really want to be in the middle, getting into the corner. Then you can bring it down, but you got to be able to hit that apex just right here. And this is a thinking man's, thinking person's racetrack, and that's what I like about it so much. We are done. We're going into qualifying, and it is starting to transition already here tonight. It looks like we will transition as the clouds are moving in and getting a little bit darker. I'm digging it.
I love night races, man. You know that.
Absolutely.
These cars are going to look cool under the lights here at Iowa tonight.
All right, let's take a look at Jake Elrod out there in the number 11. He's one of the first drivers out there trying to qualify. And across the start finish line to get his qualifying effort going. 2 laps to see where he can end up. There's a bunch of cars out there. A lot of people are going to qualify early here. Maybe try and get some extra time in to practice.
I mean, Dalton wasting no time, Chris. He's going to be the first one across that start finish line. And Corey Sherman, hold.
21,
Shermanator.
129 out of the 3 car. Elrod third. We're watching him. And Corey Sherman puts down a neck breaker time. Amanda Sherman, a 25.080, so a little on the slow side there. She's got to figure it out. We're getting there. How about this man right here? Last week, not able to race because of a video card problem, or as we call it up here, we call it a engine issue or some mechanical issue. That mechanical issue has been resolved. Jamie Walker back out on track.
He's looking to win tonight, Chris, because he needs them race winnings, because them cars ain't cheap right now.
That is so true.
Yeah, Nick Okie out there. Nick, good to see you, buddy. Why aren't you out on track where you're supposed to be?
Oh, the 88 locks it up. So we head on over to Fred Thompson. Fred Thompson has qualified right now, sitting in the 18th spot out of the 18 drivers that have qualified. Make it 19th as Marr and McAvoy come in 24.246, 24.255 respectively.
I just heard from Mark Arthur, Chris. Actually, the 88 still having some computer issues, so we'll see what happens here tonight.
Oh boy. Brad Collins. And we switch it over to Cody Moore. Moore hasn't been around for a couple of weeks right now, being scored 9th quickest. Watch out during the race, though. The 24 knows how to get around these tracks. One of the things I like about this track, it does have some elevation changes. So not only do you have to fight the corners, but you have to fight coming out of the corners. Specifically turn number 2. There's a little bit of an elevation change there. It can upset the car if you're not hitting it right.
It is really a fun track, though, Chris.
Yeah, TBB out there on track, getting ready to do his first lap. And the Butcher sailing it down the backstretch into turn 3. Let's see what kind of time he's going to pick up. First lap. That's good for 12th. 24.210.
I'm actually getting a little nervous there for the 73 driver there, Chris. Casey Campbell having some engine issues as of right now, too.
Oh, boy. Second time across the stripes for TBB. 24.148. Picks up a little bit of time. Going to be 8th quickest. And right now, Derek Paulson on the pole, Joshua Sexton, John Perkins, your top 3. So Corey Sherman knocked down just a little bit. Brian Dees out on track in his number 17. Marvel Studios, MF Racing Designs vehicle. It's a Chevy.
You know, Chris, if you look at the top 4 drivers right now, they've all run a 24.12.
Yeah.
Then you got Blake Decker, Tanner Marr on the 21, Dalton Kilrow with a 24.13. Mr. Stats, TBB at 24.15. So these drivers are very close in time.
D's right now, 12th quickest, 24.198. And he's going to call it good enough.
Yeah, don't pick on him too much, man. The Soul Stealer, he's got the shirt on tonight. He's all business.
Yeah, I don't want to get him mad. Casey Campbell is out on track. First lap, good enough for 21st quickest, 24.442. So he got the machine up and running. We'll see if he's able to put down a quicker lap. One of those guys out of Speed Mafia. And Campbell at 24.453 goes backwards just a little bit. Now we switch over to Matt Gruenberg. Gruenberg, multiple-time winner here this season for Blazing Pedals. Ooh, steps it out just a little bit, a little loose. We're going to see if he can straighten it down here for his actual laps. And no, he's going to shut it down. He shuts it down. Does he come back out? Yes, he does. Did not like that first lap, that warm-up lap. Thinks he can do better. It's going to be Gruenberg and Jamie Walker out on track.
Yeah, the only two cars that have not qualified yet here tonight. So, I mean, we saw Gruenberg have a little bit of issue there that last lap, Chris. We also saw Jamie Walker on his first initial qualifying lap have that same issue. We'll see what the 80. I'm watching the 88. You can keep your eye on that 54.
Much cleaner this time for the 54. Oh, maybe not. He's having troubles coming out of 2. He's getting a little loose. Maybe just a little high on the track. And across the start-finish line, Matt Gruenberg fires off a real lap here. Meanwhile, Walker, 24.191, good enough for 12th.
He had a good clean run that time by, Chris, so probably not exactly where Jamie wants to start, but we know that he can start anywhere. I mean, he can be in the front, he can be in the back, he can be in the middle, it doesn't matter.
And Gruenberg crossed the start-finish line again. Time does not count. I don't know if he's touching the wall. Maybe. That would nullify a qualifying lap.
Yes, it would. Chris, we're getting a new neighbor, bro, over there in New York. Nick Okie moving to New York. Why?
Oh, wow. What part of New York, Nick? It's kind of a big state, so it makes a difference.
Michael Fox happy that 9 car is staying in the trailer, Chris. He's tired of working on it every week. Nick has not had the best of luck so far this season.
Well, he did as good as anybody last night at NASCOM.
Did he now?
Yep.
Where'd he finish?
The same place everybody else did.
Perfect. Good job, Nick. Hey, you weren't last, brother.
Seriously, guys, if you are looking for a league on a Saturday night, check it out. NASCOM, they're going to be recruiting. They got to get that thing up and running again. It's a great league put on by a great owner, Tex.
And a lot of the drivers that are right here tonight, Chris, race there. So
yeah,
get to hang out with a bunch of cool peeps.
All right. Well, Gruenberg's just using this time to practice a little bit more. Everybody has qualified. Derek Paulson gonna take the pole here tonight. Sexton, Perkins, Sherman, Blake Decker gonna be your top 5 as the end of qualifying is right around the corner. We're gonna step away for just one more moment, get another word in from Butt Kicker.
With the Butt Kicker Gamer 2, what you see and what you hear is what you feel. Butt Kicker. The future is feeling.
right, we've got the grid. We're ready to go. Let's go through it. On the pole here tonight, it is going to be the driver of the number 6. It's going to be Derek Paulson. To his outside, driver of the number 15. It's going to be Joshua Sexton. Starting in third place tonight, the 33 of John Perkins. And to his outside, it's going to be the 3 of Corey Sherman. Starting in fifth place tonight, it is going to be the 92 of Blake Decker. To his outside, in sixth, it's going to be the 21 of Tanner Marr. Dallin Kilroe going to be starting inside in seventh spot in his number 41. Taylor the Butcher Benjamin going to be starting to his outside in eighth position. Brad Collins in the 22 going to be starting in ninth. Rounding out the top 10, it's going to be Cody Moore in his number 24. Christian Pittman going to be starting in the 11th spot in his number 31. And Jamie Walker going to be to his outside in his number 88, going to be starting in 12th. And it's frozen up on me.
That's okay. So in 13th position is going to be the 17th of Brian Dees. Next to him is going to be the 84 of Matt Hackathorn. In 15th position, that is going to be the 66 of Jordan McAvoy, with the 11 of Jake Elrod to his outside. The next row in spot number 17, that's going to belong to Corey Rutherford and his 5 machine, with the 61 of Randy McAvoy in 18th. Dave Seats qualified his 14 in 19th position. Next to him is the 55 of Joshua Rutherford in 20th. Aaron, I'm so fast walkover, got his 44 qualified 21st position, with Casey Campbell in the 73 going to be in 22nd. And then we have Jacob Hoppy in the 2 going to be starting in 23rd, with Mike Hamlin in his 28 going to be starting in 24th. Amanda Sherman qualified her 8 in the 25th position, and next to her is the 46 of Fred Thompson. And rounding out that field, Chris, the guy who couldn't put down a good qualifying lap, but he ain't going to be here for long, in 27th position, that's going to be the 54 of Matt Greenberg.
Yeah, you got it, Rick, and we are ready to go. 27 drivers slated to take the green flag here on a Sunday night for the Blazing Pedals, live here at Iowa Speedway. Got to thank once again 5 Kings Motorsports for sponsoring tonight's race, as it is getting ready to go to the green flag for the first time here tonight, just waiting on that Silverado to take a hard left-hand turn. Here we go. First green flag of the evening is popped, and we are going for it. Derek Paulson with a great start to this race.
I think Paulson forgot that, I think the rule is you got to start on the green flag, and then after that it's leader's discretion, but that's okay.
Hey, it is what it is, as we are going, and John Perkins looking to the inside here of Joshua Sexton. Can't quite get there. Perkins going to hold on to that third spot as people are starting to, kind of single file it out all the way back to, it looks like Jamie Walker's got a little bit of a challenge from the 22, Brad Collins. Walker on the outside, going to be able to hold on to that spot. He chooses to stay there. The 31 going to follow him through. That's Christian Pittman. The 22, Brad Collins, falls back in line. Collins going to be in 12th. Up further, we've got a little bit of a battle between the 92 and the 3. That's Blake Decker in the 92. The 3, Corey Sherman. Sherman dives it down low on the insides of turns number 1 and 2. He took that spot away, looking good already as Corey Sherman up the 4th spot, right where he started, but he had fallen back a little bit. Behind him, it's Tanner Marr in the 21. The 21 now flexing his muscles on the 92. The 92 of Blake Decker. And we know it's not moonshine, but it doesn't seem to matter here.
It don't matter. No, I got corrected. It is always on the leader here at Blazing Pedals. I should have known that. Tonight's the night for mistakes. It's okay. It's all Mark's fault for starting us off wrong.
That's right.
I thought we were NASCAR. I'm sorry. I don't know.
Here comes Corey Sherman. Sherman right on the back bumper now. John Perkins. This is a battle for third spot. Corey Sherman down to the inside once again. Sherman finding great speed in the corners, down low. Now he's just got to complete that pass, this time by into 3. Corey Sherman takes over third spot. We got a battle going on for the lead. It is Joshua Sexton putting all the pressure on Derek Paulson. Paulson able to fend him off, though. As, a little bit of a blink there out of the 6 machine.
He's got to be careful that he doesn't get it over that 88 miles per hour, Chris, or he's just going to shoot off into the future.
No kidding.
Here comes Sexton. He is working that inside. He's trying to catch up to Paulson, but Paulson hanging on strong right now.
And Sherman starting to catch the top two drivers.
Stop talking about Corey, because this is what happened in Texas, okay? He was doing really well, and then all of a sudden something happened.
Oh, is that?
Yeah, so we're not going to talk about the 3 until it's the end of the race when we're talking to him in victory lane.
All right, well, we'll talk about Jamie Walker then. He started in 12th spot here tonight. Right now, he's sitting in 11th, and there is a freight train trying to get around the 31 of Christian Pittman. Pittman on the outside, Cody Moore down to the inside. And if Moore can make this one work, I think the 88 will probably follow him. Cody having a little bit of difficulty. And now that 24 rolls through the center. Not going to be enough, though. So Cody Moore falls back behind Jamie Walker. Walker, 10th spot.
And now he's working on the inside again of the 31 of Pittman. As Pittman's kind of stuck behind Dalton Kilroe. They're still battling it out. Just like that 21 of Tanner Marr and the 10 of Taylor the Butcher Benjamin. The Butcher on the outside trying to follow Perkins around. But man, Tanner Marr not giving up on that 21. I love that paint, man. Those colors work so well together. I dig that.
Does it still look like cotton candy to you?
Yes, it does. I'm not going to lie.
Hey, we've got a new second place runner. It's Corey Sherman. And look,
I know.
I got to call the race, man.
We're all excited. And Corey, he's out here. He doesn't want to win, okay? The only thing he wants to do is he wants to carry that TNA banner for another week in a row, okay?
That's true.
He knows Terry's not there. He doesn't have to worry about Terry taking him out. I mean, beating him. He wants to get out there and set an example to the drivers over there at TNA.
That's very true.
And he wants to give himself something to talk about tomorrow as you and his wife are getting smashed.
I'm not planning on getting smashed. I'm planning on having a couple few.
So what, you got 230 packs and you've only drinking 2 so far tonight? Is that what you're saying?
I've had, yeah. Okay.
Uh-huh. Look at that, the 3. He is working that inside lane, Chris. Now that is the lane that you talked about earlier. You know, this is where you kind of want to be, and then you can get down lower. I mean, it's something that a lot of drivers that don't know what they're doing. I'm not saying Amanda doesn't know. I mean, I do the same thing too. But it's ingrained in your head that when you go into a corner, you want to be right down to that line, you know, because that is the shortest way around any oval is on the inside. But here, you got to work that middle lane just a little bit more. And that's what the Shermanator's doing, man. He's getting right to the back bumper of Derek Paulson 6.
Yeah, right now, Derek might be actually holding up the 3 a little bit. He's using the exact same line through part of the field. Oh, look at that. Just as I was saying that, Derek Paulson stays up high. And we have a new race leader here on lap 14. It's going to be Corey Sherman.
And of course, the Shermanator, he is sponsored by Savage Edge Graphics, folks. If you haven't yet, go to savageedge.com. You can get to the site. You can get to the TNA site. Corey makes some beautiful custom vinyl, custom apparel. He does a great job. Got a new direct-to-garment printer that they're going to be using there at Savage Edge. So I can't wait to see what those shirts come out like, Chris. But he does top quality work. There we go. That was a tongue twister for me here tonight. I'm all excited. I don't know why. You know, Shermanator, he's running, but make sure you do that, or you can check him out on Facebook at Savage Edge Graphics.
Yeah, Jamie Walker was doing just fine, Rick, right now. Maybe not so much as maybe engine problems takes him off track. So
well,
again,
I can tell you, there is, actually, I'm not sure. I'm looking. Casey Campbell has retired the race, and so hasn't now Jamie Walker, having those engine issues, Chris. So the 88 and the 73, unfortunately, here, lap 17 of 260, they are going home early here from Iowa.
So 25 active drivers still being led around the track by the 3. Here comes TBB inside of Derek Paulson. Colson falls another. And the 21 of Tanner Marr taking a peek now. Tanner Marr going to try and get up and race a little deeper into the top 5. Right now sits in that 5th position.
Ooh, it looks like the 92 under pressure from the 31. The 31 of Pittman starting to make some moves here, Chris. He wants to break back into the top 4 and break into the top 5. He's up 4 positions already from the drop of this green flag. So not a bad start there for the 31 as the 92 starts to gain a little bit of speed and pull ahead of the 31. And 31's got to be careful because John Perkins is right there.
Yeah, don't take your eyes off from Perkins. I'm telling you, there's a driver out there that most improved year over year right now, going to be the 33.
And I'm a little further back in the field in 12th place, Chris, the 17 of Brian Dees trying to get around Hackathorn in that 84. Dees on the bottom there using that inside lane, the 84 of Hackathorn using that preferred line, but he's going to be careful because the 41 of Captain Save Fuel's there. And if these guys aren't careful, the 66 of Jordan McAvoy might come in and try to make a move on him.
Yeah, as you were talking about that, Cody Moore in the 24 got around the 41, and he is taking off. So lots of action here so far. First 21 laps of this race. Oh, look at Dees just hanging out right on that yellow line. It's hard to keep your momentum there. That's the problem with this track. You really do have to kind of use that middle to build up the momentum. Then you can squeeze it down to the yellow line for a pass. And we're going to see Dees do that right now. Oh, Hackathorn gets a little bit squirrely. Hackathorn almost goes around, or at least goes into the wall, but he was able to save it. So good job from Matt. A little further back, it's going to be Corey Rutherford. Behind him, Matt Gruenberg in the 54. Gruenberg up 11 spots since the drop of the green flag. And he's going to try and make it 12 here very quickly as he drops it down to that yellow line. Holding on to momentum, can't quite do it. It's going to have to bring it back up on track. And that's kind of what I was talking about right there, Rick. The momentum is in the middle of the track.
Yep.
So you got to use that. And then use the yellow line for passing, but you have to have enough of that, Mo, in order to get there.
Well, the 31 making some moves on the 92 of Blake Decker, Chris. Pittman up to 6th position now. And now here comes John Perkins looking on the inside. Not going to be able to do anything there on Decker in the 92. Perkins hangs back a little bit more. That allows Brad Collins and Cody Moore to catch up to each other there a little bit. The 22 of Brad Collins been kind of just racing by himself here for the last few laps, Chris.
Yeah, it's not going to be the case very much longer as Cody Moore is coming. And these guys have gone out single file now for the most part around this track. Let's take a look around. We're going to have some passes maybe here in the next couple of laps, but right now everybody's kind of content running single file.
Scotty Stevens from Five Kings Motorsports here. Thank you once again for making tonight's race happen, you guys. It is a fabulous thing. Again, if you guys haven't yet, make sure to check out Five King Motorsports on Facebook. Bunch of awesome drivers doing awesome things out there.
Now Gruenberg finally able to get around Corey Rutherford. Rutherford might be looking back on the inside, can't quite get there. Elrod sitting in the 11 machine in 17th spot. Joshua Rutherford in 18th spot up 2. Aaron Backover behind him up 2 spots in the 19th. So top 20 run right now going for Aaron Backover. Jacob Hoppy behind him with Dave Seats. And that beautiful Autism Speaks machine. Mike Hamlin driving the old ghost car. I do love that car, man.
Yeah, I'm digging that.
I love that car. Behind him, it's Randy McAvoy, Amanda Sherman a little further back. And Fred Thompson running in the 25th position. 25 active cars going right now, Rick. 2 have already had to retire from the race, including the 88 of Jamie Walker and the 73 of Casey Campbell. Which
Now,
is
one thing
really too bad. We had Casey as a driver here in the in-car cam, so we're down one guy.
And I love his setup, though, Chris. It is cool. And I'm wondering if he's having the same issues that the Shermans are having, Chris, when he is broadcasting his live feed. I wonder if that's killing his connection. Well, we talked about Fred Thompson, Chris, and as of right now, every driver on the lead lap that is active out there. Of course, we know that the 88 of Jamie Walker will be finishing tonight in 26th position. Casey Campbell also having issues. He'll be coming in 27th position. That runs up that field. So far, everyone on the lead lap, but not for much longer as the 3 is catching up to Fred Thompson in the 46 very quickly. And he's there now working on that inside lane. So Fred Thompson, first car, 1 lap down.
TBB sitting in second spot. Derek Polson able to come back from an early loss of position and is sitting back in the 3rd position. Tanner Marr picks up 4th. Joshua Sexton in the 5th position. And that is how we stand as of right now, live right here on the Turn 3 Racing Network from Iowa Speedway.
I mean, this is a fun track, Chris. It's going to be made even better once some lights kick on. It's going to be fun.
It's always a good time.
Now, of course, we're getting very close to the end of stage 1. As you know, folks, that is going to come at the end of lap number 40. Now, one thing that normally happens is we usually see at least one green flag pit stop usually during the stage race, but not here tonight because these guys at Chris, as we both talked about, we are looking at about somewhere between a 48, 49 lap before these guys have to come into fuel. So Captain Save Fuel, I don't even know if he knows what he's doing right now.
He's saving fuel.
He's saving it for the end of the race.
That's right.
I mean, that's going to be quite a haul from lap 90 to 260.
All right, so coming in about midway between 3 and 4, Rick, if you drop into somebody's cockpit, you see the sun.
Oh, the sun. Oh, yeah, the sun coming in.
And ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to tell you again, look, the sun isn't so bad as you're looking at it here on track, but you go into VR, and that is a completely different story. It is now starting to go below the bank, so it's not going to be as bad. Here we are 36 laps into the race, but I'm telling you, for a little while, these guys were blind out of turn number 4.
And that's the thing. I mean, you know, obviously that graphics on our computer, Chris, I mean, you can notice it a little bit, but like you said, it's nothing, you know, running this thing on a screen or watching it here on YouTube. But man, when you are in VR, you wish that you had sunglasses. You really do. But thankfully, like you said, it ain't going to last for too long.
No, it will not. Tonight, I will have a crank it up for you for the first time this season. Finally found a track that it's going to work out really well.
I don't know what that is.
Yeah.
Instead of a crank it up, can we do a turn it up?
We can do a turn it up, sure. I like to turn it up.
I do too. It's turn 3, baby.
Yeah, but we're not going to do it now because one more lap. Well, end of lap number 40, so 2 more laps. Maybe a lap and a half, we'll call it. Corey Sherman is set to win stage number 1. And I'll tell you, man, he is really, really impressing me this season. He's been very much like him and John Perkins have been some of the biggest gain drivers from last season to this season, and all it took was a change of a car.
Well, I mean, that's a huge thing, Chris. And of course, when we started broadcasting Blazing Pedals, you know, we were in the ARC car, the old K&N car, and then we went to I think we were in the trucks, and then we went to K&N, and then we went back to the trucks, and then the K&N again. And this season here, 4th season that we've broadcasted the Xfinity cars, and like you said, a lot of drivers are having a hard time with that. Now the stage 1 is ended. The Shermanator taking another stage here.
Stage 1 belongs to the 3 at a Savage Edge. It's going to be Corey Sherman, and that's a big deal. There are points on the line for that. So congratulations goes out to Corey Sherman and his 3 car. Got to thank everybody once again for tuning in to the Turn 3 Racing Network. You're watching the Blazing Pedals Xfinity Series live here on the Turn 3 Racing Network. Tonight, we have to thank a few people. We got to thank Five Kings Motorsports, founded by Tanner Marr, Joshua Sexton, Tyler Johnson, Scotty Stevens, and Brandon Metler. Can't thank them enough for coming on board, sponsoring tonight's race, along with TRJ Karting.com, Butt Kicker, and Pay to Win.
And MF Racing Design.
Oh yeah, can't forget Mike.
You can't forget. No, why would you do that? But listen, if you guys head on over to the buttkicker.com, make sure you want to purchase something, use the code BLAZING for 20% off, man. I mean, on a butt kicker, that knocks it down quite a bit, man. It makes it really worth it.
All right, speaking of Butt Kicker, let's go ahead and get them one more time.
With the Butt Kicker Gamer 2, what you see and what you hear is what you feel. Butt Kicker. The future is feeling.
All right, back live here from Iowa. Stage 1 now complete. And Corey Sherman was the Stage 1 winner. Great battle off from pit road, though. And now we have a new race leader. It's TBB.
If we could dial into him right now, we could ask him, how many laps have you led total in Iowa since you became a Blazing Pedals League member? He'd just tell you right off the bat. He knows. You can ask him who has the most wins under NASCAR, and it's not who you think it is, but he just rattles it off. I can't remember what he said, man. I mean, that's how bad my memory is. You can ask him who won the 1948 Daytona 500. He would tell you.
1948.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. All right. Should get the lights off this time on the Silverado. I can't even believe they're working anyway. Oh, no, they stay on.
Actually, I'm not going to say anything. I got to come in for a BSI with my Chevy Silverado, so if you can have a light bulb for my backup light, bud, that would be great.
Just saying.
Just saying.
All right, top 5 going to be starting like this. It's going to be Taylor the Butcher Benjamin, Corey Sherman, Derek Polson going to be inside row number 2, Joshua Sexton to his outside, and then Tanner Marr going to be starting inside row number 3. That's our top 5.
Now, I mean, you might want to look at your forward glasses, bro, because the lights are still on the pace car.
I see that, yeah.
They're not very bright, but you can see them.
It's going to need a new alternator by the time this race is over. Oh, the alternator's failed, Rick. Look, can't even drive the lights anymore.
Listen, the alternator's fine, Chris. I mean, one thing that these drivers have been doing a very good job at, and I don't want to mess it up, but we've only been under yellow once, and it was for the end of a stage.
Yeah.
They got stuff figured out since Milwaukee.
Yeah. And this is something we were actually talking about before the race. We were figuring that this would be, well, I don't want to jinx it, but we were kind of figuring this was going to be a little bit caution-filled. So far, very clean racing out of these guys tonight. Great to see out there. And again, great to see over on the YouTube side of things. Some good chat going on. Can't thank you enough. We do pay attention to it.
We do.
Hard left-hand turn out of the Chevy Silverado. That can only mean one more thing, and that's Green flag is out. Stage number 2. TBB, your race winner. Or, no, let's not do that yet. TBB, your race leader. I'm calling it early. I'm calling it early. TBB going to win tonight.
Jason, a driver. Holy cow.
Oh, we got a lot of racing to go left here tonight.
We do, and of course, one of the founding members of Five Kings Motorsports talking a little trash and scaring the field out there. Scotty Stevens saying this is the kind of track that they like. Got 3 of the best Five Kings drivers up there right now, so bad news for the rest of the field. We'll see what happens here. Sexton leading that banner right now in his 15. And you got Tanner Marr, Pittman. These guys all having fun.
Yeah, I'm having a good time too, Rick, and it's been a long time, but I figure start off this stage the right way. Let's go ahead and turn it up. That's got to get your heart pumping. And here we are. We had a swap over for the lead and right back to TBB up front, though. Corey Sherman did sniff it out for a couple of moments. TBB back up front, leading the way here around Iowa. What a good time. And I can't thank you guys enough for joining us here tonight. Oh, looks like Aaron Bockover may have had a little bit of a problem.
This is all your fault right here.
No, I didn't ever say his name. Maybe once. Caution on the track. And let's go back and take a peek, see what happened to Aaron Bockover in the 44. He had the 24, Cody Moore right behind him. And the 66, Cody Moore. Cody Moore goes down below the yellow line. May have had some help from the 66. And the 44 back up on track. Just taps the 28, taps him in the rear. And I don't know if you noticed, but Amanda Sherman went through without fault. All right. We need to see this one again from a different point of view, because it started behind Aaron. See Cody Moore come out. The 66 gets into the 24. That drives him down below the yellow line. He develops a push. He pushes up into the 44, and Aaron tries to save it. Unfortunately, goes back out on track. The 28 back into him. All right. Well.
It's kind of unfortunate because Bockover actually, the drivers did a really good job, and it looks like it might have actually been a little bit of net code between the 28 and the 44 at the end there, Chris, because there was a little bit of gap, but obviously if the connection was solid and they're both sitting down in Boston, Massachusetts in the iRacing studios, they would have hit. But that's just unfortunate. I mean, not a big aerodynamic track here, so I think the 44 is going to be okay as long as he doesn't speed on pit road.
Yeah, that was a little unfortunate for Aaron, but depending on what happens with pit stops, it might actually serve him well. Unfortunately, though, he is going to go a lap down. Is he still on pit road? No, he got off just in time. Perfect. Way to keep an eye on the pace car. So important. Don't turn a bad thing into a worse thing.
And that's where it's really nice having teammates out there, Chris, because, I've done that to you a few times. If I was in the pits, I'd rate it to you, where are you? Where's that pace car? I mean, you're looking at a little black box, they call it. It's the relative box, and it gives you times, but it's a lot nicer when you can just say, hey, Rick, we're coming into turn 3, and now we're into 4. We're, heading down to the front stretch, and then you can go, and just kind of looking at the times when you know that they're just a couple seconds away.
Yeah, absolutely.
So that the Shermanators, he's like, hey, I know you're way back there, bro. I'm way up here. I can tell you exactly where it is. I think he's got TBB shaking in his boots a little bit. I was waiting because it was funny during practice. It's a running joke here at the Blazing Pedals, but TBB and Amanda Sherman, they have a on-track thing going on. If you know what I mean. I'm just kidding. They don't. But anyway, Mark's like, hey, Amanda, if you ever want to get by TBB, all you got to do is just get behind him and go, hey, boo, and he'll pull right over and let you go. But now her husband's there, so could get some interesting things going on.
Our race leader, Taylor the Butcher Benjamin, is sitting down in the bottom right-hand side of your screen. He is driving the number 10. And, just proving once again how big of a family this place is. It is pretty cool.
It is.
To be able to pick on like that, it's great.
And, I thought it was cool, we're seeing a lot of cool things in, the Discord, Chris, and, but then they started the shop talk thing with TNA Motorsports, man. Every Monday night, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time is when Corey and the whole TNA crew go live. And, the last few episodes, man, I mean, we laugh, we joke. It's a good time.
It is a good time. And here we go, back under the green flag. A good start out of Derek Paulson this time. Going to put some pressure on the 3 of Corey Sherman. Derek Paulson would like to get back to where he started this race up front. The 15 now takes a dive down. That's Joshua Sexton. Sexton going to go for it. Not going to be able to do it, though. Has to watch out because here comes Pittman in the 31.
And, this is right now, as we're seeing what the Shermanator's doing, I mean, he was right up there in second. Now Paulson around him, and like you said, Sexton coming around in that 15 machine. So the Shermanator, he's going backwards right now.
Yeah, you got to be very, very careful about what you do here. You end up in the wrong lane, it'll cost you. Corey doing a good job. He's going to seal it down now and hold on to that third spot. Pittman, Sexton battling it out for the fourth spot, and Pittman takes it over in the 31. Behind them, it is a mess. You've got Dees, Tanner Marr, Matt Gruenberg. Oh, well, now it's starting to straighten it out. Gruenberg drops down to the inside. Dees drops down to the inside. So the robot, the Soul Stealer, the 17 of Brian Dees, looking to try and advance position. He's already gained 7 since the drop of the green flag here tonight. Speaking of big gainers, how about Matt Gruenberg, unable to put down a qualifying lap, so he won't get credit for biggest gainer of the race, but plus 20 on the evening so far.
Yeah, unfortunately, right now for Gruenberg, that is unfortunate, Chris, because that would be a heck of a move, man. But if the race was to end right now, we're looking at the 2 who's sitting in 15th position, who's been the biggest mover up so far with 8 spots gained since the drop of this thing. But now make it 7 is Cody Moore in the 24, trying to find a way around that 2 machine.
Hoppy driving across for number 2 out of MT2.
Yeah, the MFRD running. I mean, Nick, you could be there too. I mean, they could be passing you. You could be sitting in that 3rd spot by now. Where are you, man? Well, you didn't even answer us. What part of New York you moving to, brother? We're just across the little pond there. Unless you say like Buffalo, then you know Chris and I will come back from New York City and we'll head to Buffalo before we end up home. But
one little mistake.
That wasn't a little mistake, though.
I was doing it without a map, Rick. Come on, give me some credit.
Yeah, we didn't have GPS back then. He is moving to Buffalo, Chris.
Come on. Oh my goodness. Well, I know how to get there.
Their chicken wings suck there, just so you know. I'm just kidding. Their hockey team sucks, though. And their football team.
The football team was actually pretty decent last year. I don't know what you're thinking, but anyways, back to racing. TBB up front, Derek Paulson. Oh my goodness. All right, everybody, I just muted Rick. He's no longer able to talk. You can't hear him right now. He's laughing. All right, I'll go ahead and bring him back. All right, Rick, you had your timeout.
Don't talk about Chicago like that.
Very few things I take serious. My football team is one of them.
That's right. You can't take the Bears too serious.
Wow.
Or the Canadians.
Wow. Rick, don't you have something to do?
I do actually, but I'm holding it. I'm being good tonight too, man. Amanda, I know you're going to notice this, but I haven't had a dip yet, and we're on lap 75 of 260.
All right, back to the racing. Unbelievable. We got a breakaway here, 1 and 2. Taylor Butcher Benjamin up front with Derek Paulson. Then you got to go back a little ways. You got 3rd and 4th running together. That's Corey Sherman, Christian Pittman. Trying to catch him right now, Joshua Sexton. Oh, Sexton takes a good line right there and gets to the back bumper of the 31. Here comes Brian Dees and Matt Gruenberg, though. Now, these guys have been racing around each other pretty much all season. And that's a real credit to Brian Dees. Dees has been driving very well this season. Let's take a look in on the in-car. It's time at lap 77 to start counting blinks. Everybody ready? We're going to wait for the... Okay, he crosses the start-finish line.
Don't do it, because you know, Chris, when we were sitting there, I was actually trying to not blink with him, and my eyes were burning.
I've got one so far. Guys, I think I'm still at one.
Yeah, you are. You can't go blink to blink with him.
Oh, two blinks per lap. Almost a mile, and only 2 blinks out of the Soul Stealer.
That's right, one soul gone. Nick knows.
Hey, Casey Campbell back out on track. Out of nowhere, Casey Campbell gets his engine fixed. Oh man, we got a battle going on right now. We got John Perkins, then 92 of Blake Decker. They were holding side by side, the 21, the 41 getting there. Tanner Marr, Dalton Kilrow were looking. Here comes Dalton. Dalton admitted to me that he's got a great way of saving fuel. He's got a special chip in the car, and he actually only runs 4 cylinders for half the race.
Michael Bog, 2 blinks per mile. I wonder what kind of chip that is, bro. Is it a Dorito? Is it a Pringles?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I'm going to call it a Cheeto.
A Cheeto?
Yeah. Oh, the 41 gets really loose. Oh my God, the 21 does too. Oh, don't follow him, Tanner.
Look, Chris, as you mentioned, the 73 back out there on track, and you know that's kind of the cool thing there. You see Casey Campbell come back after having some mechanical issues, and you know this just goes to prove that every single lap and point matter in this series. Now, it is a long series. We're going all the way till December 19th, if I'm not mistaken. So, you know, every point matters, man. Casey Campbell back out there now. Most people would just call it quits right then and there. He is 73 laps down right now, but out there turning laps here at Iowa once again.
Well, it's a different pit strategy. I have it on good authority that he stepped away to have some chicken.
Maybe. I mean, we all like chicken, right?
Oh, okay.
Oh, nice. Nice.
Oh, too good. I love our chat. I love it.
But listen, you know, hey guys, it's Vision, and I have a webcam now. So we should ask him for a foot cam. That's where it needs to be. We need to see them short legs going 85% throttle. I love it.
Oh man, too good.
I like Campbell, man. Campbell's back out there. He's got his driver cam back on, Chris. Number one, I love his setup. And he is all business right now. It doesn't matter that he's 73 laps down. He's out there to do what he has to do.
Well, take a peek in. And yeah, you're right. He's focused right in. Looks a little full. I don't see any barbecue sauce down the shirt, so maybe it was not chicken. Could have been, I don't know, maybe a steak tonight. It's a good day for a steak.
When isn't it a good day for steak, bro?
I don't know. All right, top two have definitely started to pull away just a little bit. Taylor, the Butcher Benjamin, Derek Paulson driving away. Corey Sherman sits in third spot behind him. Christian Pittman, Brian Dees, Matt Gruenberg right there. Joshua Sexton coming in. Oh, on the low side, Sexton gonna try and get a little time on the 54, and what a way to do it. That's exactly the line you want to do. A good job out of 15 right there.
Yeah, that was a perfect time to capitalize on that too, Chris. He's catching up to the back bumper of the 54 like there's no tomorrow.
John Perkins in the 33 sits in 8th spot. Blake Decker in 9th, and Dalton Kilrow, Captain Save Fuel. Look, he's not even using full throttle. Okie is onto something. Running in 10th though. We're gonna do it. We're gonna hop into the cockpit of Dalton Kilrow.
I'll do it quick because it is almost time for the end of stage number 2 already.
I know.
Bro.
That's why I'm doing it. And he is saving a little bit of fuel. He's a little slow to come back onto it. Unbelievable. Everybody asks how he does it. There you go. We're working lap 90 next time across the stripe. Stage 2 gonna be done, and it looks like Taylor Butcher Benjamin gonna take it. He's coming out of turn number 4. Derek Paulson puts the last bit of pressure on. Can't quite get there. Across the line, it's gonna be TBB. Yellow flag for just the 3rd time tonight. 2 for stage ending cautions. 1 for the 44 of Aaron Bockover.
Right out because of the 66. Don't forget that.
I didn't. So congratulations goes out for stage 2 winner, the 10, Taylor Butcher Benjamin, getting it done here tonight. 2 stages, 2 stage winners, and good points going all around.
I just heard from the 44 spotter, Chris. He said, yeah, whatever, guys. I'm going to go watch Charlotte. I don't know what that means.
I'm not sure.
That's okay. Bockover's going to know. You know, that race win that he got at Charlotte?
Oh.
Yeah.
I knew that.
Just in case anybody out there on YouTube needs to know. If you go back to last year's champion race, you see Aaron Bockover win. He won't let anybody forget. It's the most watched video on YouTube, actually. All thanks to Aaron Bockover.
It's sitting at like 47 million, I think it was.
Something like that, yeah.
Unbelievable. Well, pit stops are happening. I believe it's a good enough time to step away. Let's get a word in from TRJ Karting.com.
TRJKarting.com is your #1 online source for karting components, engines, and safety gear. They have a huge selection for the novice to the professional and a dedicated section for sim racers. No matter how you do it, your desire and passion to go fast fuels them. Their focus is to put their customers into victory lane. Make sure you check them out at TRJKarting.com and give them a like on Facebook.
Well, you can clean your monitors all you want. You can clean your phone, whatever you're watching on. But right now, our race leader, Aaron Bockover in the 44. He did have that incident. It brought him down pit road. And you know he got fuel, so he is good to go for a little while. Going to try and race up front with these guys and see if he's got what it takes to try and win here tonight. But a totally different fuel strategy going for the 44 right now. And who knows, that could be just what he needs to win here tonight at Iowa Speedway. So it's going to be Aaron Bockover. He chooses the top lane as we get ready to go back under the green flag. Derek Paulson in second. It's going to be Taylor the Butcher Benjamin and Corey Sherman making up row number 2, the 31 of Christian Pittman in 5th. And to his outside, Brian Dees. Matt Gruenberg going to start on the inside of the next row with Joshua Sexton to his outside. John Perkins and Blake Decker rounding out the top 10 as the pace truck gets ready to go down pit road. Truck is on pit road. Aaron Bockover hits the loud pedal. Here we go. Back under the green flag. Bockover in trouble because here comes Corey Sherman. Right up the middle. Bockover can't hold on. Corey Sherman trying to take the lead. It's a drag race down the backstretch. Heading into turns 3 and 4. Pillar to pillar are the 6 and the 3 car coming out of turn 4 on the front stretch now. Corey Sherman by inches leads that lap. Wow, great racing there from Corey Sherman. Knows he's got those fresh tires and he is going to use them. Oh, Sherman now gets a little on the tight side. Didn't like it. Woes him up just a little bit. Again, across the line. This time it's Derek Paulson back and forth between the 2 front drivers. Got to be so careful not to use your stuff up here. This is not the time to do it. Sherman drops down to the inside. Paulson now to the outside. Oh, big blink out of Derek Paulson. Sherman cannot do it. He falls in line. It's too wide for 4th spot. Brian Dees trying to take it away from Christian Pittman. Dees down to the inside. Coming out of turn number 4. And Pittman is going to hold position by inches. And here comes Matt Gruenberg. Going to add his name to the list of contenders, along with the 92 of Blake Decker. All right, things start settling out just a little bit now. And Aaron Bockover has slid way, way back to 21st position. He is on a different fuel strategy. He is on a different tire strategy, so, you know, it's something to watch out for. Could pay dividends in the long term. About Amanda Sherman. Amanda getting ready to go around Joshua Rutherford as her comfort level increases here at Iowa. And back up front, Corey Sherman gets into the wall. Corey is having troubles. Oh, Corey Sherman. That engine has expired. It's Black Smoke City out of the 3. And we are going to stay under green. Night could be over for Corey Sherman. No longer going to have the race banner for Savage Edge Racing, or TNA Racing, excuse me. It's going to follow somebody else here tonight. Oh, man. Lap 103. And Corey Sherman probably done for the night. Wow, wow, wow. You push your equipment just a little too hard, and unfortunately for Corey, he got tight and, man, not good. Well, that's going to change the complexion of this race by a little bit. As Derek Paulson way out front now. TBB running second. Christian Pittman third. Matt Grunberg fourth. The 92 Blake Decker, right where he started this race, in fifth position. Corey Sherman in the infield care center. Let's get him up. Driver of the number 3, it's Corey Sherman. Chris, up in the booth, you got a copy?
Yeah, I got you guys.
All right, well, here's the deal, bud. Your banner that you've had up for the last few weeks, tomorrow night.
I know. Aaron just said that Amanda's probably going to be carrying it now.
It very well might be Amanda. Why don't you take me through what happened? Because it just looks like you got a little tight there, and wham, bam, see you later, man.
Yeah, I didn't think it was going to push me off that much when I tapped the wall there. Then it just drove me right down to the infield wall, and yeah, it started smoking as soon as I hit it. I got about 14 minutes of repairs.
Yeah, we saw the barbecue smoke coming from the backside of the car. So you going to make it back out on track? You going to try and run some laps here?
Yeah, I'll put in some laps here. Stay out of the way of everybody.
Everybody is, we got some people out there saying bummer, hate to see it, and it's true. Corey, who do you have on the 3 that you need to thank tonight?
I got to thank you guys for the broadcast. TRJ Karting, Savage Edge, go check out the TNA store. Buck Kicker, Pay to Win Setups, Sam and Mark for doing the admin, and I think that's, Michael Falk Racing Design. Go check them out for some awesome designs. You ready for our drinking game tomorrow night?
I am ready.
I got it all set up.
Okay, perfect. Very good. I can't wait. I'm actually very ready for it. Yeah, I'll even make sure I'm home in time.
Okay, yeah, it looks like it'll be me, you, and Amanda competing in it.
Very good. All right, brother. Well, we'll get you back down, and good luck the rest of the way. Get the laps in, keep as many points as you can here tonight.
Yep, thanks a lot, guys.
All right, Corey Sherman, driver of the number 3, joining us here from the TRJ Karting Infield Care Center tonight, having a little bit of an unfortunate issue that results in a blown motor for him. Meanwhile, up front, it's still Derek Paulson, TBB, and Christian Pittman. The 54, Matt Grunberg, trying to join that top 3 party, but he is closing. So look out. Of course, if you haven't noticed yet, Rick did have to step away. He'll be back. He had some stuff he had to take care of. A little further back, 5th spot, battle brewing between Blake Decker and Brian Dees. Decker goes around on the outside for 5th. Dees going to take a peek to the inside once again. Dees can't quite get there. Falls back in line. Goes back down below. Oh, he might have picked up just enough momentum. We'll see. I'm watching him. I think we've got 1 BPM right now, as he does go around Decker. So that puts Dees up into the top 5. How about Joshua Sexton? Sexton running that inside line. Going to try and go around Decker now. Can't quite get there again, so we've got to build up that momentum on that outside lane. If he can do that, he'd have a chance. Aaron Bach over on pit road. So, Amanda Sherman right now, the only driver out of the Savage Edge TNA Motorsport camp. And right now she's doing 19th spot. Not the best race for the TNA Racing guys and gals. Bockover back out on track. Did have to get service done. Remember, he's on a very different strategy as far as fuel and tires go. We'll see if that pays off later in the race or not. And top 4 drivers, well, they get second, third, and fourth. Really have kind of gotten themselves into a little bit of a battle here. TBB trying to hold everybody back. Derek Poulsen up front. Remember last week, Matt Gruenberg in the 54 just didn't have enough fuel to take the win. Otherwise, it was clean sailing for the 54. I appreciate that, Nick. Good words. I do agree. If you're enjoying it, hit that thumbs up button. That's not really for us so much as it is for the racers. And go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Remember, every night on Turn 3 Racing Network here on YouTube, we've got something going on, usually multiple things. Good battle shaping up here for second spot as here comes the 31. Pittman takes it down low against TBB. The 31 trying to take over second spot. Oh, gets up to the door, almost does a door bang there across the line. The 31 now into turns 1 and 2. Pittman trying to take over second spot. Oh, gets a little wiggly coming out of turn 2. Into 3 and 4 now. Goes the 31, the 10, and the 54. Pittman has second spot. Can he hold on to it? At the line, it's still the number 10. Christian Pittman trying to get there. And TBB saying no thank you. I don't know if he's going to be able to hold him off again, though. Coming out of turn 4, it is dead even at the line. TBB by an inch or two. The 31 now takes it. And here comes Gruenberg. TBB under fire, under pressure. And here comes Matt Gruenberg. Going to try and take away that third spot. He does it. Don't know if the Butcher's going to be able to hold on or not. He does at the line. Gruenberg falls back into place. And now the Butcher brings it down to the yellow line. He has got to defend. Derek Poulsen going around Fred Thompson, our race leader, getting around some lap traffic. Fred doing a good job, just kind of letting him by. As he moves up to the top once again, here comes Pittman around Thompson. Then it's going to be the battle for third spot. Where is Fred Thompson going to go now? This is going to make all the difference in this battle. Thompson goes up high. The 54 tries to thread the needle, gets into the 46, has to back off. Here comes the 17. Brian D's going to capitalize. Oh, great racing there out of Brian D. Saw it and made Gruenberg pay. Matt Gruenberg trying to figure out a way around lap traffic to gather. Oh, side hit. The 17 to 46 get together. They both come out of that one okay. Oh, that could have been much worse. Aaron Bockover in the 44. You see him kind of going by everybody at will. He does have fresher tires than everybody out there and a decent tank of gas. He is running that different strategy as the 54. Gruenberg now gets around the 17. The 17's got to battle back. Brian D's on the inside. Aaron Bockover has got another lap he's got to make up. Good battles all over the racetrack right now. How about John Perkins? He's working his way around the 46 of Fred Thompson. And Matt Hackathorn doing the same. Behind him, Jordan McAvoy. Brad Collins, Tanner Marr. All green flag racing for the rest of this one. We're sitting on lap 132 of 260. All the stages are done.
And I'm back, Jack.
Oh, Rick, have you missed out?
I see that there's I have a message here from Mark Arthur. It says, looks like Amanda might be carrying the banner for TNA Motorsports this week.
Yes, it does. She is definitely the highest runner here, 19th. Aaron Bockover came down pit road, Rick, because he is on a different fuel strategy at this point due to that one and only caution that we've had here tonight.
And did he speed?
No, he did not.
Are you sure?
I'm pretty certain. Pretty certain. Our race leader, Derek Paulson, and Christian Pittman running in second. TBB has got his hands full of Aaron Bockover, and here comes Rutherford down, way down to the inside. The 5 car. Corey Rutherford going to make it 3 wide here at Iowa. And it didn't last very long. Bockover got out of it.
Nick, you're absolutely right. Brett does have great track awareness. He really does. And listen, I mean, as the oldest gentleman here at Blazing Pedals, you know, number one, I think it's great that he's out here. He's racing with Rick, his son, who is obviously not here tonight. We do miss you, and happy belated birthday to Rick Thompson also, Chris, and everybody out there on YouTube. Hopefully everything is well, traveling the U.S. in his RV with his traveling nurse wife, out there having fun, doing great things, helping people that need it. But it's just amazing, you know, and he comes out here and he just does this thing. I mean, a lot of people, you know, especially younger people, would get frustrated, but not Fred. He just goes out there and he just has fun. He turns laps, he learns stuff, and has a good time. Yeah, Paulson is a tough cookie, and he needs a good finish here. Hasn't had the best of the season here so far, but started to turn it around the last couple of races. That 6 machine is, and I think it's the new paint job, man.
When in doubt, go right to the paint job. Typical of a painter. I mean, it's probably true.
No, I've always found when I change things, man, I get more excited about driving it. So,
yeah, it is true.
And I mean, I'd be excited to be driving an MF Racing Designs machine, man, because if you look, 90% of the field has an MF Racing Designs paint, folks. If you need anything, make sure you go onto the Facebook page and hit up Michael Bach, because those are some beautiful paints, man.
All right, well, watching Aaron Bockover get around our race leader. Remember, he does have fresher tires. He has more fuel out there than anybody else. He's on that different pit strategy. It might pay off. And we're going to have to kind of run this one out to see, but Bockover's pit strategy, boy, if we start doing some reverse math, it could actually pay off. We'll see. What? Derek Paulson, our race leader. Christian Pittman in the 31, right behind him in second. You got to go back a little ways to get to TBB. Taylor Butcher Benjamin in the 10 car.
And a few drivers heading down pit road now, so about to get busy there on pit road again. And Dalton Kilroe, Brad Collins, Tanner Marr, Amanda Sherman, Blake Decker heading down pit road. Pittman calling out his pit.
Okay, so second place driver Christian Pittman calling it out. Gonna make sure he stays on the bottom side of the track so he can make it in. He does. Derek Paulson stays out there in that number 6 machine, leading the way.
And here comes the 15, the 28, and the 33. The 11, the 66, the 24, all coming down. The 14 coming down. The 2.
That's kind of what Aaron Bockover wants. He wants everybody on the lead lap to come down. That'll put him back on the lead lap. Here comes our race leader, Derek Paulson, bringing it down pit road. Matt Gruenberg as well. TBB stays out. He's going to lead a lap.
And Scotty, I follow Michael on Facebook, man. He does. I mean, as a painter myself, he is way, way above me and does some beautiful, beautiful paint jobs. I haven't seen one that I haven't liked yet. And it's cool because he was on TNA Shop Talk there a couple weeks ago, and listening in with him, you know, I'm learning some ideas. Like, you know, he's talking about the matte finishes on cars, how everybody makes them totally flat, and you know, there's no light shining. And you know, he made a good point, and it made me want to get better on mine. So I got to find some time to work on something that I did, because he said even in a real NASCAR, when you have a matte paint like the one Monster Energy machine there of Kurt Busch, you know, there is a little bit of a shine to it. And you know, it's little things like that that I like learning from people and learning. And you know, Michael's just one of those guys that, you know, he's not going to say, well, listen, it's my secret, man, you figure it out. You know, he was nice enough to give that tip. So pretty cool of him. And like I said, I love watching him and seeing what he does, because it's some amazing work. Almost as good as Chris's paint. I mean, Chris has the best paint. I can tell you, Chris doesn't paint a lot of cars, but when he does, they're top notch.
Well, it's true. I like to bring out the Crayola box, and I can paint you up anything you like. I can't promise that the graphics will be even. I can't promise that the colors will be even side to side of the car, but you know, it's a passion. Not really.
He tried. That's all that matters.
I like looking at other people's paints. Speaking of paints, up front, it is a Michael Falk Racing machine sitting in first place. It's the 31 of Christian Pittman riding that butt kicker machine all the way to the race lead here after pit stops. So Pittman had a great pit stop, gets ahead of Derek Paulson on pit road.
You know, Sasquatch, he's looking for a win here tonight.
Man, that'd be cool. That would be cool. Derek Paulson rides in second. Now you see Sherman back out there in his 3 car. So Corey able to rejoin us after some slight engine work. TBB sits in 3rd spot. Matt Gruenberg sits in 4th. Blake Decker in 5th spot. We got John Perkins in 6th. The 17 of Brian D sits in 7th spot. The 41, Captain Save Fuel, sits in 8th position, but not for long, because here comes the 15, Joshua Sexton, going to try and take it away from him. So good battles out there still after that last green flag pit stop. I don't know if I've mentioned this or not, but I love this track.
You have a few times here tonight. And I thought that Bristol was your favorite short track, but I do know, I mean, it's kind of like Auto Club. I mean, I like Auto Club anyway, Chris, because you know me. I like the super speedways, and I like the cookie cutters more than the short track type stuff, unless I'm on Iowa or Bristol. But you've had some good races here, man. And I mean, you almost remember those more than you do the wins, you know?
Well, I remember battling a few times for the race win here for sure. And there's something about this track. I can get around it really well. And I dig it, man.
It's
cool.
because it's a short track that doesn't race like a short track.
Well, you say that right up until you get to the corners. And that brake pedal becomes very, very important. But just as important is the fuel pedal. You can't just mash it. You'll get tight. You'll go up into the wall.
No, I mean, or you can do what Matt Grunberg did just to get around Derek Paulson to take over second position, Chris, that 54. He just put it out there in the corner. He was gone.
And now he's going for the race lead, the 54, Matt Gruenberg. Into turns 3 and 4, taking over the race lead here on lap 153 of 260. A little bit odd stages here tonight, Rick. We've kind of talked about that in the background too. But I think it's going to work out in the long run here for this third and final stage. It's going to make for some very neat racing, and it's all about strategy. If you're about strategy, this is definitely the league for you.
Oh, yeah.
Nick says, I'm only good at tracks that I'm good at. I'm trying to figure out which one that is. Nah, just kidding, Nick. I love you, buddy.
I mean, what about that finish last night in NASCAR? You did good, Nick.
Finished no worse than anybody else last night.
And he finished 8th the other night. Oh, don't forget that a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, that's true. Top 8. Top 8.
The top 8, that's right.
Two weeks ago, it was like he wasn't even on track. He was so fast.
Let me tell you, Tanner Marr there, sitting in 12th position right now, Chris, is having a massive battle with the 84 Matt Hackathorn. Those two drivers going back and forth, having fun. Hackathorn actually got loose a couple of times and was able to save it, and Marr was right there saying, man, good save, Matt.
Well, how about Brad Collins just in front of him? I mean, having a great night here tonight, Brad Collins. Sits in 11th spot right now. I know it's just a good night for everybody. Everybody's having fun out there. Oh, man, 21 coming up. Tanner Marr. You're right. Everybody, you know, man, I kind of miss this. All right, so Gruenberg takes over the race lead, and to say he checked out is a little bit of an understatement here, Rick.
Yeah, he gone.
He gone. 2.5 seconds is the race lead over the 92 of Blake Decker. Decker 1.2 seconds now over Christian Pittman. Pittman 0.6 of a second over Derek Paulson. Paulson a second and a half over TBB. And look who TBB is following on track right now. Would you believe it? The 10 and the 8 together one more time here at Iowa.
See, you should have downloaded that picture that they put up in the Discord, Chris. that was on the wall last week.
Yeah, that was too good. I think Amanda's actually pulling away. She's running scared.
I should just make Taylor work for it. She's like, well, you didn't cut your hair on live stream like you promised. You didn't. The only stat that he didn't know was Amanda's birthday and anniversary.
Oh, the anniversary didn't matter because, you know, that is hoping to change anyway.
Good old stats. He's just enjoying the view right now.
Oh, man.
Michael, you're absolutely right. Matt Gruenberg in that 54, very fast. Now, Chris and I have had the honor of broadcasting another league that he was in, and he was always a front runner there, too. I mean, the kid is super fast. He knows, you know, it doesn't matter what you put him in or what track it is. He knows how to get up to the front. I mean, he is an iRacer's racer, that's for sure. But it's good. It's good competition for the guys here at the Blazing Pedals. I mean, he's locked in. He's won, what, 3 races now, Chris, I believe? 3-time winner?
I believe so, yeah.
Out of the last, well, now 8 races after tonight.
The thing about drivers like a Matt Gruenberg, a Jamie Walker, a Derek Paulson, a TBB, those guys make the entire field better.
They do. And they make you work for it, too. I mean, that's what I love.
Yeah.
I mean, how many leagues have we broadcast? And of course, we're not going to name any names, but you know, it's kind of strange. You start seeing them kick out the fast guys, and that's not something that Mark Arthur does here at Blazing Pedals. You know, he just tells the drivers, you know, learn from what you see and what you can learn. And most of the other drivers, you know, they help out and try to explain things. And that's one thing that I love about this league, man. I mean, they help everybody, except for Nick.
.2 seconds. 4.3 seconds now. The race lead differential between Gruenberg and Blake Decker. Old Woodside?
Well, I don't. He doesn't even have a side now.
I can't see it.
Okay, you're fast, brother. Okay, I will say you are fast. You can qualify up to the front, and you're in the back before like a half a lap's even done. Just kidding, buddy.
Oh man,
we love you.
I thought I was the one that's going to pick on Nick all season. No.
But you getting me into it. That's what it is. Poor guy. One of these days he's gonna win. He's gonna be like, I ain't talking to you. He's gonna have the second most watched video on YouTube. Hey guys, I won. Check out this race.
Well, Cody Moore sits in the 15th spot. Oh, we got a big trouble.
Oh boy.
Cody Moore, I just said his name. He gets into the 28. Oh my goodness. Mike Hamlin sitting sideways. We're still under green.
Somehow.
Wow. Well, I was going to say Cody Moore was about to go down a lap, but now he has. Welcome back, Cody Moore.
It was actually the 5 of Corey Rutherford that started that, Chris, with the... Poor Cody Moore got the short end of that stick. The 5 got into the 28, and that's hard.
Around and around they go.
But we're still under green, man. That's cool.
Top 14 drivers on the lead lap still, and Matt Gruenberg setting up an impossible pace.
You know, Michael, I am a little, but I have to thank my sponsor for that. It's Savage Edge Graphics, as a member of Savage Edge Racing. It's in my DNA, bro.
Gruenberg, Decker, Pittman, your top 3 here tonight. Derek Paulson, Taylor Butcher Benjamin, rounding out the top 5. Then it's Jordan McAvoy, John Perkins, Dalton Kilroe, Joshua Sexton, and Brian Dees to round out the top 10.
Now the big question is, Chris, is how much of the field's going to go a lap down with Gruenberg out front?
Man, the pace he's putting down right now, I don't know. I just don't know, Rick.
I mean, the fastest lap that we saw during practice and qualifying was what, 24.13, I think it was?
Yeah.
Matt Gruenberg's fastest time beat that. It's 24.11.
Yeah, pretty darn impressive here in race trim.
And I think he's up 26 positions since the drop of the green flag.
That's all.
That's all.
Now there is some tire drop off that happens here. He is running about a second away from his top speed right now. It really might come down to tires. We'll see.
Oh, Casey Campbell got close to that wall there on the outside.
Yeah, poor Casey. He's trying. He did pick up a spot, so he's not going to finish last here tonight. That honor going to go to Jamie Walker, unfortunately.
And again, I mean, like I said, Chris, earlier, you know, I mean, he was the first one out with mechanical issues, and then Jamie Walker followed him. Casey Campbell came back out here 73 laps behind the leader, and he's out there doing his thing right now. And like you said, Chris, now he's, you know, he just beat Jamie Walker.
Yeah.
And actually, it looks like that he did leave because he was actually in chat there not that long ago having connection issues, but he's back out there again, Chris, not giving up.
Well, that's the exact same reason why Corey Sherman is still out there. look, he's got a good season going. You can't let one little thing happen and then just let it blow up your entire season. You got to stay out on track. That's where you get the points. And Corey Sherman is proving it out right now. He is in this season to try and win.
He is, and he's due. But right now, the 3 of the Shermanator is 25 laps down right now, Chris.
Yeah. He had about, I know you missed the interview with him, Rick, but he had about 8.5 minutes worth of repairs to do on that engine. So a quick camshaft replacement.
That's because it's a Toyota. Just saying.
Yeah, any other vehicle, especially if it was a Chevy, it would have been lights out. Replace the whole thing. But no, because it's Toyota, only the camshaft. I love when you walk into it like that.
Hey, it's a good thing he's not driving a Ford, or else he probably wouldn't be on track for the rest of the season.
Nick says he's a lap down just watching.
You sure it's just a lap, Nick?
Oh, too good. I love it.
See, unfortunately, if Terry Foster was out there and his cheap tobacco number 86, Chris, he would probably be ahead. Maybe not. I was gonna say he'd be ahead of Corey.
Nah, I don't know.
Yeah, he might be. He might have been in like 23rd, 24th, somewhere around there, maybe.
How about Amanda though? Right now, up 7 spots since the green flag dropped. She's running in 18th spot, first time on the track. You know, it's a pretty good run for her.
You know, you got to give her credit where credit's due, Chris. I mean, starting iRacing in December, out here racing, you know, it's kind of intimidating when you come into a league like Blazing Pedals because there are so many fast drivers out there. But again, you know, like Mark Arthur has stated multiple times to everybody who is a part of the Discord, you know, they're not just another league on iRacing. They are actually a family. We're under caution. Oh, no.
We are under caution, and the 54 of Matt Grunberg is the cause. So our race leader finding trouble. Let's go back, figure out what happened to Matt Grunberg. See Hamlin just in front of him in the 28, that ghost car. Oh boy, looks like he got, oh man, the 21 gets involved too. It looked like the 54 may have gotten tight there. We're going to go back, Rick, one more time because it looks like he pushed up the track. So he dives down under. His intention was to go around everybody at once. And yeah, he faded up. The 28 may have faded down just a little bit. Yeah, let's see this one more time.
I'm glad I'm not race control. I mean, this one's going to be a tough one.
Yeah, this one's tough to call. The 28 does come down a little bit, but the 54 comes up. Oh boy. I don't know. I almost want to call that one a racing incident, but hey.
Yeah, Nick, she really is. I mean, like I was saying, you know, coming in here, it's kind of intimidating. A lot of these tracks she hasn't even raced yet. So, you know, usually when that setup drops, she's downloading that track that week or weekend and putting a few hours into it, but she gives it all she can. That's a good question, Nick. I'm not sure.
Did he bump the apron? I don't know. I didn't see that.
I mean, it was pretty hard there.
Let's go back again. We'll find out.
Nope.
No, he stayed above the yellow line. And he and Hamlin got together. Brings out just caution number 2 tonight due to incident, which honestly is great. Very unexpected. And now we sit back and wait for race control to tell us what the heck is going on here tonight. Race control talking right now. Rick's on the receiving end. pretty good. I can actually almost hear it.
So hearing from race control, Chris, there are actually 2 drivers are going to get the EOL, the 54 and the 28, due to the 54, like you said, coming up just a little bit. And as you saw, the 28 came down just a hair. So it's going to be a little bit of racing incident. So Matt Grunberg going to the end of the line along with the 28 of Mike Hamlin, which is not going to hurt him at all because he's already a couple laps down towards the back. So
yeah, Hamlin sitting in 24th right now.
Now, the good news is that's not going to count as a strike to these drivers. And as you know, Blazing Pedals has basically 3 strikes, and you're sitting out the rest of the race there. So EOL, but no strikes, so it's all good. And the 24 is actually sitting in his pit now.
The 28, you mean?
The 54. No, 54 sitting in pit.
54 sitting, okay.
Yeah, 28's got some heavy damage on that 28 Camaro.
Nick, you could bump it up, because I know I'm putting out more than 240p, buddy. And it's probably on your end.
Nick has his Nokia. What were them phones there? He's playing Snake on it right now. So 240 is probably the best he can do.
Yo, flip phone. Yeah.
Or maybe he's cool. Maybe he's got one of them Razer phones. Isn't that the one that everybody wanted there? It had the little flip out keyboard.
Hey, 75 laps to go. We're getting ready to go back under the green flag, Rick. Blake Decker, out of nowhere, going to become our race leader. He's going to opt for the outside lane. Christian Pittman to the inside in second. Then it's going to be Derek Paulson, the 66 of Jordan McAvoy, the 10 of Taylor Butcher Benjamin, the 33 of John Perkins, the 41 up there, Dalton Kilroe, Joshua Sexton, Tanner Marr, Brad Collins, Brian Dees, Matt Hackathorn. That's your top 12. Those are the drivers on the lead lap.
Usenet. Okay. Yep. I know all about that. I tried that for about 2 weeks before I got rid of it.
Green flag is back out, and Blake Decker is your race leader. Here comes the 31 and the 66. Jordan McAvoy going to try and hold on to a spot. He's not going to do it, though. Derek Paulson going to try and put the muscle of the Mustang into third. And that's not the only one, because there's now a Ford as their race leader. It's Christian Pittman. Across the line, Pittman takes over the race lead. It's Ford, Chevy, Toyota. Make that Ford, Toyota, Chevy. As Jordan McAvoy takes up second spot. And now look at it, Rick. Ford, Toyota, Ford, your top 3. No Chevys.
Yeah, the Chevys are in 4th, 5th, and 6th right now. They're coming.
Fourth, 5th, and 6th belong to Blake Decker, Dalton Kilroe, Taylor the Butcher Benjamin. And Dalton Kilroe in the 41 is coming. Last season's champion. Finally gets a win last week. Yeah, big blink. Finally gets a win last week. Maybe starting to get comfortable with these cars. Multiple time winner last season. Needs to try and get that momentum back if he's going to be part of the championship talk here this season. Meanwhile, Pittman up front, trying to extend that lead 0.3 of a second right now over Jordan McAvoy. McAvoy kind of out of nowhere, up 13 spots into second place. Matt Gardner, I appreciate the fact that there is more talent here. I actually believe that. I believe some of the very best talent on iRacing week in and week out happens here on a Sunday night with the Blazing Pedals.
You know, the good thing for Dalton, Chris, and we talked about, I mean, he was the second most winningest driver last season in the ARCA cars. But you know, last week in Texas, he came home number 1, so he's got that monkey off his back, man. I mean, Paulson, that was the kind of the turnaround point for his season. You know, Paulson came in, he was in the side of the top 3, did a heck of a job there. So a lot of these guys making moves, and you know, the talent that we're used to seeing up front is starting to come into play here. I mean, obviously changing cars is a huge thing after an off season, and I think a lot of drivers are starting to adjust fairly well.
Derek Paulson looks like he's getting ready to try and make some moves as he is peeking to the inside of Jordan McAvoy. Paulson wise to kind of just let it happen as it happens. Don't beat the equipment yet. We still have about 66 laps to go as we start lap 195.
At ButtKicker, SquatchChronicles.com, 31 though, looking pretty good, Chris. Starting to pull a little bit of a lead. But Jordan McAvoy, yeah. McAvoy starting to close it in a little bit. It was just over a second there not that long ago. But with the pressure from the 6 of Paulson there behind McAvoy.
Yeah, it's go time. It's almost go time.
Almost.
Right now, it's just been some really good racing. 2 cautions due to incident on track, +2 for stage endings. Gives us a total of 4 here tonight. Dalton Kilroe, TBB, getting ready to race it out a little bit here for that 4th spot. TBB had to back it down a little bit. Kilroe is coming, Rick. I don't believe.
Oh, you can't count him out yet. That's for sure.
The kid is just good. And I hate to say that because then his head gets all big and, well, anyway.
And then he topples over. Oh. No, I think these drivers really figured out things from, you know, the last 2 races that we had at a short track, Chris. That was at Milwaukee and then Lucas Oil. We don't want to go back and look at them, even though there was some good racing, but you know, they got this thing figured out, and Iowa is just like you said, it is a great track. The race is great. It is a little bit of a technical track. You got to use your brain a little bit.
A lot of drivers were afraid of tonight, but the track races so well. They really didn't have to be.
Well, and of course, you know, David Liam over at Pay to Win Setups. You know, I looked in a couple of the drivers, you know, throughout the whole week, there is some kind of practicing going on at Blazing Pedals, which makes it an amazing league anyway. I mean, not a lot of leagues that I've seen usually do that. You know, they might put up 1, you know, these guys put up 2 to 3 on just a Sunday. You know, they make a whole day out of the racing. And of course, they throw some stuff out. But I heard that David Liam did a really good job with this setup. I know Corey was very happy with it. Unfortunately, not having the night that he wanted in the 3. He started out very strong. And I blame it on you that he's, what, 35, 36 laps down now? I told you to stop talking about him. 35 laps down is what happens.
Look, you can blame me all you want, but at the end of the day, I'm not controlling the car.
I think Amanda
the curse
reached
is
over
only
and
a
unplugged
curse
something.
if you need it to be.
That's true. I think Amanda messed with his wiring.
She might have reached over and unplugged him. That's
like,
what
you know
I'm
what?
thinking.
You're not carrying the banner this week. It's going to be the number 8 up there.
Too good.
Nick, I noticed that too. Yeah, Dalton slid his seat up. I think those wooden blocks that he has on his shoes to help him reach the pedals, I think they're getting worn down. He might have to make a new set.
Well, the 41 has tried just about everything to get around the 66. Kilroe, McAvoy having a great little battle here for 3rd spot. McAvoy holds on to it. Kilroe looks for it. And it's been a good battle. I've been sitting here watching it for the last several laps now, and these cars are very, very even.
Yeah, it seems like Dalton likes that higher line just a little bit more. And, you know, the Butcher, right behind the 41, using that preferred line, and started to catch up to the back bumper of the 41. So if Dalton's not careful, he's going to have the 10 peeking on his inside.
Well, here we go.
Soon.
The 41 sneaks down to the inside. It's a battle for third here at lap 205. Dalton Kilroe going to try and take it away from Jordan McAvoy. He does it. And Rick, I believe that was set up laps ago. Oh, crossover move. Jordan McAvoy brings it back down to the inside. Going to try and go there through turns 1 and 2. Can't quite get there. The 41 holds on to third.
Well, you know, Dalton had to make a move, Chris, because he wasn't saving any fuel sitting there trying to figure out a way around the 66. So he did what he had to do to get around him, and now he can start saving fuel a little bit now. But the Butcher not far behind the 41 there of Kilroe. The Butcher trying to work on the inside there, the 66 of McAvoy. Yeah, Michael, I agree, man. I mean, I've said it multiple times. It's not just because I broadcast. You know, it's the 4th season here with the Blazing Pedals. But really, it's because, you know, a lot of the other leagues that Chris and I have broadcasted, we don't feel like much of a family. We feel more like, you know, we're the broadcaster on whatever given night they need us. But Blazing Pedals has been a league that we have stuck by because they do make us feel like family. And, you know, I've said it multiple times on multiple different broadcasts and everything, that if, you know, I kind of got out of league racing. Chris and I had a league. It was Racing for a Cause. And we kind of taken a break from that now. But there's not very many leagues that I would actually want to go out and race in. And if I was to pick one, it would be Blazing Pedals. But the problem is, then I can't be in the booth. So, and we're under caution, Chris.
Yeah, we are. Yellow flag is out, maybe on Jake Elrod.
Jake Elrod.
Yep. Let's go take a peek. We're watching the number 11 here. Oh boy. Gets loose, sends it around.
He did.
You know what?
Yeah, don't talk about them Conan pictures, bro. That was because I logged out before, Chris. That's all I'm saying.
Jake Elrod able to save the paint job. Michael Falk does not have to repaint that 11 car yet, as no contact is made. Easy enough caution. Christian Pittman, your race leader here tonight.
And that was kind of a weird loose situation, Chris. I mean, you see, he gets up on the wheel coming out of 4, and it just started to slide, and then he just started correcting, but did a heck of a job keeping it out the wall. He cut a little bit of grass, but that's fine.
It's okay to turn your car into a lawnmower if your painter doesn't have to repaint the whole car.
That's right.
Michael Falk, we give you the weekend off, brother.
That's good, because I think I need that paint booth again. Hope you stocked up on that clear. And I want the fast clear too. I don't want that slow stuff. I don't want that stuff you put on Nick's car. I want the stuff that you got on Hackathorn, Hackathorns. And what else is out there?
Oh, just say the name. You're probably going to hit one.
Yeah, you're right. You know, Kilroe's car, Moore's car, Pittman's car, Paulson's car, the Butcher.
All right. Lap 211 under caution. I think we need to get a word in from our big sponsor here at Blazing Pedals. Our series sponsor, TRJKarting.com.
TRJKarting.com is your #1 online source for karting components, engines, and safety gear. They have a huge selection for the novice to the professional and a dedicated section for sim racers. No matter how you do it, your desire and passion to go fast fuels them. Their focus is to put their customers into victory lane. Make sure you check them out at TRJKarting.com and give them a like on Facebook.
And let Tim know that Chris and Rick sent you over. So important to make sure that if you guys get something from Tim, he knows it came directly from the broadcast. He knows that putting up all the money that he does for this league is going to pay some sort of small dividend.
Yeah, and, you know, it's great the support, Tim, Chris. I mean, I was on Facebook today, you know, as I was watching my kids and scrolling through, and there's a little gentleman that I follow there, Gavin Marlin Racing, and he's one of Tim's drivers. Tim sponsors him, and they were going to have an outlaw race that got actually rained out on Saturday, and there was a cool picture there of Tim, Ian, Ethan, and little Gavin. Tim actually brought Gavin to the Bristol World of Outlaws race today, man. That's why Tim and Ian are not here in their normal spots. And I mean, that's just amazing to see. So please go over to TRJ Karting. If you're into kart racing, there's no better pricing, and you're not going to get any better service than dealing with Tim Habiuk over at TRJ Karting. And if you don't do real world karting, but you want some apparel, you know, Tim's got some sweet shirts, sweatshirts. I don't know if the hats are still running. I think those might have been a limited production, which I have one. I'm very proud of my hat. But he's got all kinds of things, gloves, shoes for sim racing. I have a pair of both, Alpine Stars, and some really nice Autism Speak gloves that I bought that he was supporting Autism Speaks with those gloves. And of course, posters and my Uniline box cutter, which nobody else can have. If you actually get one of those, send it to me because I'm keeping a collection. But Tim's just a great person to work with, and he does a lot for the, you know, real world racing, kart racing stuff down in North Carolina, and he supports a lot of young people so that they can follow their dreams, man. And there's nobody better that I'd want to do business with.
Yeah, you hit the nail right on the head, Rick, as we're cycling through all the drivers that are out there still, taking a good look at their paint jobs, man. And I'll tell you, there's so many great people out there. So proud to be a part of everybody out there who's making this league go around. Michael Falk, of course, Pay to Win. Love them guys. The setups have been great this season. I got to thank Mark Arthur, Sam Baumgarten. Those guys do a great job up in the admin booth. I mean, everybody that makes this thing go around. It's
and
just
the drivers,
awesome.
man.
Yeah, the drivers too. I mean, definitely not the least of it. Green flag back out, and Jordan McAvoy, your race leader here under green. And here comes Dalton Kilroe. Kilroe really making an effort to try and hold on to second spot. Oh boy, is he making an effort. He's going for the race lead. Dalton Kilroe in the 41 to the inside. Down the backstretch into turns 3 and 4. Dalton Kilroe ready to lead one now. The 31 is right behind him. That's Christian Pittman. Oh, big time contact. Oh, big time contact.
Uh-oh.
Can they keep it under green? The 31 trying. Oh, the 21 goes around. Oh, big time calls. That's huge caution.
Are we supposed to have a big one at Iowa?
Oh my goodness. And for the second time, I just noticed, Rick, Amanda Sherman drives right through it unscathed. Oh my goodness.
Nick, you're absolutely right. Thanks for everything that you do for the league, and also thanks to the whole team.
Let's go back, Rick, because this one was...
it was a big one. There's a lot of cars trying to follow.
Yeah, this was nuts. So the 31 gets into the back of the 41 just a little bit. And right here, I'm thinking he's going to save it. But no. Oh, my goodness.
Hackathorn, the 15, the 21.
The 92 gets into it. Blake Decker.
14, 92, the 5. Oh.
Yeah, Rutherford gets into it. Just huge. Dave Seats, Blake Decker, Tanner Marr, Corey Rutherford, Christian Pittman, all banged up in that one.
Man.
And we're talking some of the race leaders there. Well, here we are under caution once again, and this time we've got some pretty banged up cars out there. 31 missing the rear clip. Oh boy.
That's a clip that I wouldn't mind having on my wall.
So I think
Race Control's had it pretty easy tonight, Chris, but
yeah,
the last couple they've had to really they're gonna have to work on this one.
Yeah, this one's gonna be big. I mean, we know where it started. You know, 31 into the 41.
And the 41 got a little loose there and might have overcorrected just a little bit, yeah.
I'm gonna have to call it on the 31. We'll see if Race Control calls it the same way.
Well, we got Old Woodside there in the infield care center.
Oh man, hate to have it happen, but
He's drinking his moonshine.
Let's go ahead and get him up here.
Blake Decker, you got Rick and Chris up here in the booth. You got a copy, man?
Yes, sir.
How's that not moonshine?
Tasty.
That's what I figured.
Very, very sobering.
So the reason why you crashed tonight is not because you forgot your lucky mason jar, like I've been telling you every week, week in and week out. Real world or sim racing, you got to have that jar somewhere, either on pit road or right next to you, like it is, man. It's because you changed your paint from old Woodside. That's the problem that you're having here tonight.
I don't know. I think it's the mason jar. Last time you told me to bring this thing to a race, I almost ended up on my roof. So I'm starting to question if it's lucky or not.
It is. I'm trying to tell you it's true. So,
all right.
Of course, I'm hearing Sam, but we're gonna figure out what happened. White grape juice is what Nick Okie says. So what happened to the 92, brother?
I really got screwed over with that one caution in the middle of the fuel run because I was hoping to stretch that stint all the way and then take my tires for the last stop. But with that caution coming out, it basically forced me in a position where I had to stay out on old tires when everybody else was on fresh. Otherwise, I was just going to be in a bad position for the end of the race. So I did that. I got lucky with the 11 self-spinning, and so I got to get back on the same tire strategy. I actually felt like I was in a good spot. I pitted back in. I topped off fuel, so I think I would have been able to push harder than the rest of them because they would have been cutting it really close. Just unfortunate timing. I saw the cars in front of me start to spin out. I slowed down for a second, and then it looked like the gap was starting to open up again, and the caution flag wasn't coming out, so I was trying to shoot up, and then I just saw, I don't know what car it was. It was, I don't remember who it was, but they hit the inside wall and then shot back up the track, and they started piling up more. So that's that's really on me. I should have just slowed all the way down, but it didn't look like the caution was coming out for a second there, so I was just trying to make up track position, put myself in a bad spot.
Well, I mean, you gave it your all, and you did lead some laps. You were up there towards the front. You worked hard tonight. Unfortunately, it looks like that you are done. Next week we head to, where's it? Rockingham, I believe. How you feeling about that?
No, I didn't know that.
I don't. You're going to Rockingham.
Yeah, no, I don't have a lot of experience there. That's just one of those tracks that I'm going to have to practice. Yeah, I think that's about all I have to say.
All right, brother. Anybody on that 92 you want to thank real quick?
Yeah, Michael Falk, MF Racing Designs. He puts together a badass paint scheme. My grandfather, I thank him every week. Mark and Sam, you guys, Tim, TRJ Karting, Butt Kicker, all the guys who make this league function. Other than that, that's all, and I'll see you guys next week.
All right, buddy. Take care.
All right, Blake Decker, having a little rough this week in the 92. But we're back to go green flag racing one more time.
And also out of race control while we're talking with Blake Decker, Chris. The 41 got the EOL that time.
All right, 41 taking the EOL. Going to have to work his way from 9th spot back to the lead if he can. Laps are starting to dwindle down here a little bit, Rick. And right now, Derek Paulson leads the way in that 6 machine. Taylor Butcher Benjamin sits in 2nd. Joshua Sexton in 3rd. John Perkins, I told you to watch out for him at the start of the race. Here he is, sitting in 4th spot. Brian Dees in 5th. And they are battling it out right now for 4th spot as Brian Dees trying to take it away.
Yeah, but Perkins has been doing a fabulous job this season, Chris. He's had, some good races, and he's getting better each and every week. And it's good to see there, John Perkins. Of course, last season's Cinderella story, he was able to get into the playoffs due to a driver leaving the league during the playoffs. So I had to beg his boss for some Sunday nights to race, and his boss was kind enough to let him do that. So we thank John Perkins' boss, and he's having a heck of a season, man. I mean, he's digging, he wants it bad, and he's going to get it eventually. Unless D steals the soul.
Well, there is always that possibility. Brian Dees out there just to take souls. He doesn't even care where he finishes. He just wants to take as many souls as he can. Captain 2 points per mile.
I love the shirt that he's wearing tonight too. I thought he was kidding. Of course, this is coming from the guy that's like, "Oh yeah, I'll wear a mask on camera," and he wears the goddamn horse mask.
Well,
it's always fun. I love this.
Let's go ahead and bring him up again, and we'll wait for him to cross the start finish line. We'll see if we're still at the 2 blinks per minute. But the 17 right now he might not blink at all. He's got some challenges going on. The 33 right to his inside, the 22 right behind him, Brad Collins, the 24 Cody Moore there, and yeah, here we are into 1 and 2. I'm looking. I'm just waiting. Nothing so far down the back stretch. You would think at least on the back stretch. Oh, there's one.
There's one.
One heading into turns 3 and 4. And across the line, we've got 1 blink per minute out of the 17 machine of Brian Dees. Unreal. Focus.
There was the second blink right there. Chris, listen, you know, going beer to beer with Amanda on TNA Shop Talk, probably a good bet. Never bet a blinking contest with Brian D. Look, he's getting loose right now.
Oh, the 17.
Look, he's not even blinking. He don't even care. Look at him. He's like, this Sunday
he's
drive,
smiling
guys.
about it. Oh my goodness, he's smiling. He got loose.
I've never seen him smile during a race.
Oh boy, we got to check in on the TNA banner because right now, Aaron Bockover sits in 13th spot. Amanda Sherman in 14th. It's close, Rick.
It is close. Matt Gardner is claiming that the 15 is going to win here tonight. We'll see.
The 15, Joshua Sexton, sits in 3rd spot right now. Heading into 3 and 4 is Sexton. He's got a little ground to make up before he can contend with the top 2. Derek Paulson, Taylor the Butcher Benjamin sits 1 and 2. Then it's Sexton. 4th place belongs to John Perkins. He's got the 24 of Cody Moore right behind him. Watch out for that 24. He's not done yet tonight, I don't believe. He is incredibly fast.
Don't forget that awesome paint job there. The 22 Brad Collins is sitting in 6th outside that top 5.
I wouldn't forget that. That thing is beautiful.
And he's been kind of quiet tonight. You know, he's doing his thing. He's only up 3 positions since the drop of the green flag. But he's been putting on some hard racing, man.
Speaking of hard racing, it's Dalton Kilroe. He was in 9th at the drop of the green flag. He's working on 7th right now. And I think he might be seeing a little red right now. He's racing with that red visor. Rick is maybe he's a little upset about that EOL.
Maybe. I do got to say, maybe it's because of the T3RN shirt that he's wearing. He's fast tonight.
He should be. Let's go ahead and get him on camera since we can. I know some people don't want to see it, but there it is. That's Derek. That is Dalton Kilroe in the 41.
We don't mind seeing this view. It's when he gets out of his chair that scares us. It's the angle of the camera is not the best for when Dalton gets out of the seat.
Yeah.
But maybe we'll keep it here and we will put it on Facebook and what is it? Or OnlyFans. We'll make an OnlyFans for Dalton. Is what we'll do.
Oh no.
Tanner Marr, man, I'm sorry. You tried so hard, man. You were doing so good. I hate to see that for you. You've been racing hard, man.
Yeah, Tanner, it's too bad, brother.
But again, you know, like Nick said, it's a long season. You got, you know, plenty of racing left.
Yeah, up front, though, we got ourselves a potential challenge for the race lead. Stats, the Butcher. Taylor Butcher Benjamin getting really close to that back bumper now of Derek Paulson. Slightly different line out of these two drivers. And at the line, really not much of a difference. These guys are running about as close to the same lap time as possible. In fact, looking at best lap times out of both drivers, 24.18 out of both drivers as their best lap time. So very, very even up front. Tanner Meyer saying the 15 Joshua Sexton has quite a bit of damage. Well, let's see if we can find it. Yeah, he's wrinkled up a little bit, but unless the steering's not great. The Camry's looking okay. It's got some right front for sure. I don't see any wheel rub there, Rick.
I'm kind of looking all over that Toyota. It's a Supra, not the Camry, but it is a Supra. I'm not seeing.
There's a little bit on the right front. There's no question.
But you know as well as I do, Chris, I mean, sometimes you hit a wall and, you and I have raced before where I've had you come up beside me and tell me what's going on. You're like, you're a little crinkled, but it does mess up your steering a little bit. And that does not make it for a very fun race. But we only got 21 laps left to go.
Who is going to win this one? It is still up for anybody to win. Aaron Bockover, the first driver, 1 lap down, sits in 12th spot. Gardner, Matt says, there's always hope. Maybe somebody's going to run out of fuel.
I can tell you right now, it won't be Dalton Kilroy.
No. No, absolutely not. Hey, we got to thank everybody once again for tuning into the Turn 3 Racing Network. We've got 19 laps to go here at Iowa Speedway for Blazing Pedals Xfinity Series. Derek Paulson, Taylor the Butcher Benjamin, and Joshua Sexton, your top 3. And Derek Paulson starting to open up a gap a little bit here with 18 to go.
Tanner, the 22 does look good. I love the colors. Michael did a really good job on making that thing stand out, man. And I mean, next to red, black, and white, orange, black, and silver, one of my favorites. I actually ran a lot of black and orange cars back in my day, as Chris can attest to. But it does look good, man. But you're 21. I'm digging that new paint scheme, man. My girls call it the cotton candy car.
Derek Paulson, our pole sitter, with 17 laps to go, sits up top. It's been a very large up and down night here for Derek Paulson. But with 16 to go, looking like he may be onto something here in the late run.
What would be cool, Chris, though, is if he did take the checkers. He started this thing at the green flag in the pole position. He had to do a lot of racing to get back to where he is. He's back there now, coming and take the checkers, man. That'd just be a heck of a night.
Be the first time this season we've had somebody go flag the flag if Derek Paulson can hold on. But the Butcher starting to close in ever so slightly.
Yeah, Dave, TBB is very smart. He's methodical about that. He knows what he's doing. He's running a bunch of things through his head right now. And you're right. The 10 might make a run on the 6. But, I mean, it would be great for Paulson, Chris, with 14 laps left if he didn't take the checkers here. I mean, last week inside the top 3 at Texas, lock himself into the chase. Make him a happy man.
Lots of chat going on. Hard to keep up. You guys are talking so much. I love it tonight.
I do love it.
It is great. But Derek Paulson up front, and that lead starting to stretch out a little bit. If TBB has anything for him tonight, it is time to go. 13 laps remaining on the backstretch. Into turns 3 and 4 goes our race leader, Derek Paulson, and he's doing it clean. TBB are right behind him. Joshua Sexton starting to catch TBB a little bit. So we might have a battle here for second before we have one for the race lead. John Perkins sits in that 4th position at 33. Looking good out of Speed Mafia. Dalton Kilroy's made his way up to 5th spot. Cody Moore in the 24. Brad Collins in the 22 getting it on. Brad Collins in that 22. trying to hold on to a spot. Cody Moore trying to take it away on the outside. Oh, Moore almost touches the wall. Moore getting a little bit loose up towards that wall there as this race is starting to come to an end.
And look at chat, man. I mean, this is awesome. You got Mark Arthur. He's getting bored there in race control. Tanner Mars doing a good job out there. And you're right, man. I mean, the challenge has been, surpassed. I mean, those colors do work good, but you have to be careful on how you do it because it can be overdone. But, my girls love your car, man. And of course, Michael Falk did that. You got Rick Thompson out there. Rick, we miss you out there, buddy. Happy belated birthday. Hopefully all is well. Thanks for checking us out. Hanging with the boys. I know you're not out there on track, man, but we miss you.
TBB starting to close that gap a little bit, Rick. It's down to half a second with 9 laps to go. And the Butcher going to try and sink his teeth in. On the backstretch, and Derek Paulson pulls that Ford. All kinds of power over the Chevy here on the backstretch as he pulled a 10th more over TBB.
Oh, blink.
Big blink out of T. That's the only problem Paulson might have. He is prone to blinking once in a while. Eight laps to go. And your top two working into turns 3 and 4. Sexton right there. John Perkins a little ways away from Sexton in 4th spot. He's about 1.6 seconds behind.
And he's got a couple of lap cars that he's going to try to contend with there. The 61 and the 5. Of course, 61, Randy McAvoy. The 5, Corey Rutherford. Perkins works on the inside there of the 61, Chris. He's going to clear Randy McAvoy. Now he's going to get around Corey Rutherford.
Yeah, look at the shape of Corey Rutherford's car.
Yeah, I don't think Tony the Tagger's saying it's great right now.
No, he's saying it's beat up. Perkins. Boy, even a 4th place for John would be a really good finish. And just kind of rolling through the rest of the season that he has had a very good season this year. Four and a half laps to go as our race leader enters into turns 3 and 4. We're a little later than we would have been. But we had to do a little server change to get the correct setups into these cars.
And of course, the reason was because the Chevys were so fast out there that Mark changed the setup for the Chevy drivers only. The qualifying setup. I'm just kidding. Everybody has the same setup, folks.
He had to make sure that they were going to be able to keep up with the Fords. 3 laps to go for Derek Paulson in the 6th. This could be his first victory of the season. And Derek Paulson pulling a 1.02 second lead over Taylor Butcher Benjamin. 2 laps to go for Derek Paulson, now into 1 and 2 onto the backstretch.
Barring something big happening, I want to say congrats to Aaron I'm So Fast Backover for carrying the TNA banner this week. As the 6 crosses that start finish line, Chris, the white flag is out now for Derek Paulson with a heck of a lead right now.
Man, this has been a great race. And heading into turns 3 and 4 for the very last time here tonight, it is going to be Derek Paulson. And nobody's close enough. Derek Paulson going to be your race winner here tonight. TBB takes over 2nd. Joshua Sexton in 3rd. Then it's going to be John Perkins, Dalton Kilroy with the top 5. Cody Moore 6th. Brad Collins 7th. Brian Dees 8th. Jordan McAvoy, Jacob Hoppy, your top 10. What
Then you got
a
Matt
race.
Then you got Matt Hackathorn, Aaron Bach over Joshua Rutherford, Amanda Sherman, Corey Rutherford, Randy McAvoy, Mike Hamlin, Fred Thompson, David Seitz, and Corey Sherman rounding out that top 20. And then you got Pittman, Tanner Marr, Blake Decker, Jake Elrod, Matt Gruenberg, Casey Campbell, and Jamie Walker bringing out the end of the field.
Man, great race, and pretty good burnout here from Derek Paulson. I thought he was going to nose it up to the wall, but just a little blink there. Great burnout. I'm going to have to give him I'll give him an 8 out of 10 on the burnout. All right, we're going to mute the mics for just a moment. We're going to get these guys up and ready to talk for post-race interviews right after this. And we're back live here at Iowa, and we got to talk to third place finisher Joshua Sexton. Rick, I believe you caught up with him.
I did. Joshua Sexton in the driver number 15 butt kicker machine. You got Rick Chris up in the booth. You got a copy, buddy?
I hear you.
Hey, man, what a heck of a race there. Run us through it a little bit.
Yeah, there was a lot of action, a long race. Really happy with that finish. Kind of sad my teammates got caught up in a wreck. I even got a little bit of it myself, but I think we stayed up front all day, managed tires pretty good, and I wish I had a little more time at the end, but those guys in first and second, Paulson, really good job tonight.
Well, I mean, it was outstanding, man. You did a heck of a job, so congratulations on coming in third. Anybody on that number 15 you need to thank?
Yeah, I would definitely want to thank MF Racing Designs. As you guys can see, Michael Falk made a new paint scheme, and man, I just absolutely am in love with this paint scheme that we brought out here tonight. Beautiful car, butt kicker, and this is my first race in the top 3 here, so I want to thank Pay to Win Setups, TRJ Karting, and I'm missing the rest here. I know I'm missing one, so.
Well, I mean, it's butt kicker and MF Racing Design, so I think you got them all.
Excellent. That's what I was going for.
No problem, man. Hey, listen, congratulations once again.
Thank you.
All right, that is our third place finisher driving the number 15 tonight, and you can tell he's new at being in the top 3 because, well, he got out of his race car. I hate to see that, but here we are. Joshua Sexton in third spot. In second place here tonight, I had the opportunity to talk to Stats, Taylor, the Butcher Benjamin. Taylor, Chris, and Rick up in the booth. Do you have a copy?
Yep, I got you guys.
Who won the 1982 Daytona 500?
Bobby Allison. Anyway, next question.
All right. Well, did you have anything for Derek Paulson if this race was about 10 laps longer?
No, actually, I burnt it up too hard too early, and I figured I had to kind of get him right away because I figured the longer I waited, the tougher it was to get by him once the tires wore out. But I was actually on the opposite end of the spectrum at the end. If there was another 5 laps or so, Josh might have beat me for second place, but Still an awesome night for the Mountain Dew Chevy Camaro. Got a stage win, and my teammate won the race, and good points night in general.
It was a good night for you both. And just kind of what the doctor ordered here tonight. You've been very consistent here this season, TBB. What do you have to do to try and win one?
I mean, just gotta have things fall in my place. I mean, not saying that Derek didn't. He did a good job in beating everybody tonight, but just a little more patience, I guess, to not wear out the right front tire. And of course, that's going to be extremely critical next week at Rockingham. But I think wins on the way soon.
All right, brother. Who do you got to thank on that number 10 here tonight? Besides Amanda.
Oh yeah, thank her for sure. But thank TRJ for what they do, Butt Kicker for what they do as well, and you guys for doing the broadcast. Right, I'm trying to remember. I know I'm forgetting something, but I know Josh's company I think they were involved in the sponsorship of this race. Pay to win setups. David Lamb put out a really awesome set tonight, and that's one reason why I was able to be up here is because the setup was so great. Because I'm usually mediocre at this track, but since David put out a great set, I was able to drive the heck out of it and get a runner-up finish. So kudos to him. Kudos to Mark and Sam for what they do in the review booth, and Sam for giving me this paint scheme as well, and for you guys for doing the broadcast, and for the fans tuning in.
All right, brother. Congratulations on a second place finish. It is Taylor Butcher Benjamin coming in second spot here tonight.
No, you didn't want to ask Taylor. Nick is out there. He wants to know who finished 23rd during that Daytona 500.
Oh my gosh.
Oh man.
Oh, I need to ask him why I didn't race tonight, but I can't remember off the top of my head right now. My brain's fried.
I don't blame you, brother. Hey, listen, good race, man. I know we're going to see that 10 in victory lane soon.
Yeah, I'm hoping so. Hopefully next week at Rockingham. I'm looking forward to it.
All right, brother. Have a good night.
Yep, you too. Have a good one.
And Rick, I believe that you caught up with our race winner here tonight. It's going to be the 6 car of Derek Paulson.
Yeah, Derek Paulson, driver of the number 6 MF Racing Designs Ford Mustang. You got Rick and Chris up in the booth. You got a copy, buddy?
I do.
Man, what a crazy win. You're the first driver so far this season, I believe, that has started on the pole and ended up there first when the checker flag dropped. How did that race feel for you?
Well, my quality, and it's still bad. I don't know if my ISP is having something go on. I was in the sim this afternoon practicing, had no problems, but I had even a hard time connecting to iRacing. So I got in and I told Taylor, I said, if I start blinking or doing anything, you gotta let me know so I don't cause any trouble. And I was just hoping to, make it through the first stage or two. But fortunately, I was able to stick in the service the entire time. But car felt great. Setup was awesome. You could run it hard and you wouldn't burn your stuff up. A couple of top guys there got taken out there. And then that last wreck, I got hit pretty good. I thought that was going to do me in. But the car held together, and I was able to hold Taylor off, and I feel pretty happy about this win.
Oh, you definitely should, man, because you race hard, and yeah, you did blink a few times there, but it didn't really affect you all that much. Now the big question is, you just joined the ranks with Jamie Walker, Dalton Kilroe, Dalton Tucker, who we haven't seen for a little while here, and of course Matt Grunberg was won a few times, man. So now that pressure is off your back. I'm sure you're happy about that. Now you're locked into the playoffs, man. How do you feel about next week heading to Rockingham?
I don't mind it. Like you said, the pressure is off. The only thing is, though, I really want to turn my season around and stay more consistent. The beginning of the season, it's been one good race, two bad races, and now I've strung together a few good races, and I just want to continue that streak going.
Excellent, man. Well, I have a feeling that you're definitely going to see that happen, man. Congratulations on bringing home the win here tonight. Is there anybody on that 6 you would like to thank?
Yes, I got to thank MF Racing Designs. Go out on Facebook and find him. He is awesome. Does all my paints. relieves the stress of me making paints, and I could never paint as awesome as Michael does. I got to thank Butt Kicker and Pay to Win setups. Their setup tonight was awesome. The car, didn't fall off very much. Even when you run it hard, I thought the car felt awesome. I got to thank TRJ Karting again for being the sponsor again of the league this year and allowing us to do this on Sunday nights. I got to thank you guys up in the booth. I got to thank Mark and Sam and all the admins. And and I got to thank Taylor. He was in the radio. I told him there that last green plate stink. I said, don't pass me too soon, giving him a bad time. But I was able to hold him off. And I got to thank the rest of the drivers too for how hard it was to pass. The race was actually pretty clean and it was pretty good.
Excellent, brother. Well, hey, listen, I mean, yeah, and thank you too. I mean, without you guys here, Chris and I would just be sitting here kind of talking about nothing. So we appreciate you drivers too. So thank you for the kind words, man. And congratulations. Now the pressure's off. Now you can just have some fun, man.
Yep, and I'm going to enjoy it.
All right, there you go.
I just want you to know that I scored you at an 8 out of 10 for the burnout. Okie has you at a 8.5. So a good burnout there from our race winner tonight. It's Derek Paulson in his number 6 car. And that is going to do it from us here at the Turn 3 Racing Network on a Sunday night. It was been a pleasure, absolute pleasure, bringing you all the action here from Iowa Speedway. Do have to thank all of our sponsors here tonight, including our race sponsor, 5 Kings Motorsports. Got to thank Tanner Marr, Joshua Sexton, Tyler Johnson, Scotty Stevens, and Brandon Metler for making it happen here tonight, along with TRJKarting.com, Pay to Win, MF Racing Designs, and Butt Kicker. Rick, it's been a long night, but that was a lot of fun.
It was, Chris, a lot of fun, man. And I'm also looking forward to next week there at Rockingham. I think we're going to have another good race.
I do too, bud. And until next week, ladies and gentlemen, Chris and Rick saying, have a great night, have a great week, and be safe out there. Take care.
Yeah.